as soon as I unmuted it, you coughed.
No, we're good. I
was like, oh.
the anti-corona cough.
Yeah, we got the what are we drinking here tonight?
All Homes.
The Holmes virus, we'll say. Yeah, we got a cool lineup. A couple cans, a crowler. That's from Jason's new tap.
Growler.
It's a growler.
Crowler.
Don't get it twisted. Yeah.
Growler.
You and your Beersheimers.
Yeah, sorry. Growler that was filled by Jason's brand new beer he just got in his tap. He wants us to try, as well as a bottle tonight. So we have a lot going on.
Ooh, yeah.
Busy weekend for us this weekend. 3 Bangin' Beers episodes in one weekend. It's been a long time since we've done one of these.
Holy fuck.
It's the Gauntlet. So we have tonight we're shooting, and then we're going to be at McNiff's tomorrow. But you guys won't know that it'll be a week. We're a week ahead, a week behind. So it will be at McNiff's.
I heard they're deeming this the 3 input bang.
The what?
The 3 input bang.
What do you mean?
No one. All right, never mind.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either.
I'm assuming some sort of triple penetration joke is what he's making.
Maybe. And then
That's being called airtight. No.
that is an airtight. I do know that term. And then we'll be at Harris Brewing Company this Sunday. So
That should be interesting.
it's gonna be fun. I think the last time we did anything close to this was we did an episode on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Then we did Brewfest.
Yep.
And then we had another episode Sunday with Bad Maggie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about right.
Yep, that was our trifecta weekend.
Man.
Well, we're doing it. Really excited for Harris Brewing Company, our second brewery stop that we're going to be doing. And then we have 2 more this month. I think what we're going to do is we're going to air the normal episode on Sunday, and then maybe on like the Saturday before this episode. So if you've already watched it, then we're just talking to us as we talk. But the brewery episode will probably come out Saturday, and then I may sneak like the McNiff episode in there between somewhere too. I'm not sure how to do it yet. How I'm going to do it yet, but we'll have 3 videos that we have to find out a spot for.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. All right. So let's open up the bottle that we just discovered. Something on the bottom has Ben Franklin on it, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Woo! So where is this?
That.
Where is this from?
This is King Sue from Toppling Goliath, and I have this on tap, so
You're gonna have it a
by
while.
all means,
Okay.
I go home and drink this tonight. So
Where's this brewery from?
aren't they? Is it Ohio? Is that where they're from?
I forget where they are.
I can't remember.
It's somewhere near.
What's it called again?
Toppling Goliath.
King Sue. Wow.
Wow, you definitely smell that.
Toppling Goliath
Iowa.
is Iowa.
Oh, Iowa,
you got it
okay.
already. Ah.
I like how it's a giant T-Rex.
Yeah, they're all like kind of around. Like there's King Sue, there's Pseudo Sue, there's Pompeii.
Pompeii's awesome.
Ow!
That was on tap prior to this.
That's the
Nice.
shit out of my finger.
Fucking loser.
I did that on purpose. Yeah, I had Pompeii actually. That's what I kicked and
Oh,
put
nice.
this on. Yeah,
Yeah, my brother got me a 4-pack of that for Christmas.
I like the Pseudo Sue double dry hop. Is really really good. And Intergalactic, Interstellar Warrior, or Intergalactic Warrior.
So just we'll. I want to do a little
got me
more.
stuck.
I want to do a little more of stuff that we tried to do last week and I kept fucking up. But Toppling Goliath is a regional brewery out
They're
of
spilling shit all over.
It's not a friendly growler for this, like...
pouring. Yeah, the small environment. Decorah,
Iowa.
Iowa, United States. They out of 70 beers they have on tap, they average a 4.16.
Ooh, that smells wonderful.
All their beers, so that's pretty impressive. If they're like a 4 out of 5 rated beer,
Can I read the description and all?
yeah. I want to
Okay.
let me talk about the brewery first.
Okay. Go ahead.
You
So
can
good.
get this. You can get this beer right now at the Craft House in Minersville. You can get some of their beer, I guess, there. It's saying locations, and you can find it at the Craft House. I don't know exactly what's at the Craft House, but it's saying it's there. And I wonder if I click on it, will it tell me? Probably not.
Apparently, it's at the Brick House Grill in Orgsburg. You can get
Where they
this.
probably sell it for $12 a pint.
Maybe. 2 million check-ins, 278K unique check-ins, 28K likes, and they're founded in 2009. Less than a decade later, they become a world-renowned for their IPAs and barrel-aged stouts, distributing in over 20 states and brewing over more than 35 different beers. They pride themselves in crafting truly top-shelf beers and honored to be growing with the support of many customers worldwide. And you can see that you can go to their website at tgbrews.com, and they are on Facebook and also on Instagram.
I know, like on Beer Advocate, they were 20 out of 250, top 20 out of 250.
Yeah,
That's pretty wild.
And I checked tonight, and they were like at 41.
Yeah, that's.
so-
I mean, for having that many beers and
For this particular beer.
yeah, and the brewery being that ranked, like highly ranked, that's pretty impressive. This beer has been checked in by 11 of my friends at a 4.57, and has 89,000 check-ins, and it averages a 4.39.
That's pretty
I
wild.
like that I have 10 friends check this in, and half of them is Jason. And half, like, the other half's like one other dude I know.
You checked it in like 10 times already?
I mean, I've had it. This is the first time I've had it on tap. Prior to this, though, I've had it in cans.
So just to...
All right, so real quick. No, go ahead. Do your read.
Okay, so King Sue from Toppling Goliath is a 7.8% alcohol by volume beer. It's an Imperial Double England India Pale Ale. This full-bodied, hazy double IPA is citra-hopped with a juicy combination of mango, orange, and pineapple flavors, finishing with a grapefruit aroma and ferocious bite.
Wow.
All right. Now, trying this right now, is it different from when you pour it off a tap?
I think so. It's a little...
Like
I don't like... I mean, it was just poured not too long ago in a growler, but I'm not a big fan of pouring beer in a growler, you know?
I'm the same way. I feel it takes something away.
If you don't fill it, like, to the top, it doesn't...
Yeah. I mean, it's really, really, really good on
No, I
draft,
could tell
like,
how
on my
awesome
app.
it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know...
Does it
it's-
feel like there's no carbonation?
It lost
in
some carb because of how
Yeah.
much was in the...
Yeah.
But it's still an awesome... I really dig it.
See, what they do when they ever fill them up with the growlers, they usually add like the air or whatever they put in the gas,
The CO2.
the CO2,
Yeah.
and then that's when they do it. And
Yeah, a
then
lot of
fill it
places
up
will
and go
fill them from
there.
the bottom, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So when I check this in, I'm going to check it in as it came from a crowler.
Growler.
What's this crowler?
Crowler.
Oh, it's a crowler can.
Very
Sorry.
loud.
Growler is a
Growler.
can
Sorry.
There you go.
growler.
Sorry, I'm not a beer smart. I just drink it. I don't know. I'm learning. That's why I'm here. Yeah, you could definitely taste it. It I don't want to say it has like a flat taste, but you could definitely taste that it was transferred and there was a little bit of it lost carbonation. But when it still comes to flavor, it's definitely
Yeah,
still
I can
all
tell
there.
what it is still, like, with that loss from the growler. It's still an awesome beer.
It's the most expensive beer that I've ever had on tap at my house.
Are you willing to tell us what you paid for the keg?
Upwards of $150 for a sextol.
That's a lot of money.
I'm not gonna like say the exact number, but
Put it
it's
this
right,
way.
right around there. Yeah.
Put it this way, it'd be like a special occasion beer.
Well,
like,
I mean, it's honestly
won't
not
wanna
that
peel
bad. 'Cause, I
off.
mean, you figure what would you call a case of it cost versus a 6?
I can't remember how much a 4-pack was of it, but I know, like, just to give you an idea, like, Broken Heels from New Trail is probably about $80 or $90 for a sextol.
Because a 6 is what, about like 2 cases?
It's
2.5
like 2.5 cases
Yeah.
of beer, yeah.
So, I mean, buying that is cheaper than buying 2 cases of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, for me, having draft beer is always the
Yeah.
best, you know? I mean, you can control how much carbonation is in it. You can control, the temperature of the refrigerator as to hot or cold, you know? You can kind of really dial it in, which I really like a lot, you know?
Yeah, one day I'll pull that trigger. Like, although I drank the 6 this week already. All right.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
That's my concern.
Well, like, again, with that Kegtron, it's, like, so awesome because, like, now, like, one of the requests I had for it was when I tap the beer, it'll tell me the date that it was tapped. So then when I kick it, I can see like how long it took me to go through it.
Oh.
And then they just updated the app the other day. So now it also shows like how many pours are left and how many pours you poured. So it's cool, man. I love that thing. If you ever have tap beer, I mean, the best thing I could recommend are Perlick faucets are fucking amazing.
That's like...
And Kegtron, amazing.
Yeah, that
Must have.
Kegtron, it just seems like it's an indispensable,
It's just so cool,
product.
man, because when I see like
Kegtron.
I have like 25% left of my keg or something, I know it's time to re-up, it's
definitely,
time to
yeah.
order, get something in, get it in the at the
it's
local
definitely awesome.
distributor,
If I ever do get a tap, I'd probably go grab one.
I couldn't. I mean, it's the best thing for keg beer, honestly.
All right, King Sue, Andy, what are you going with it?
I went 425. I would like to have it fresh draft or can, but I'll probably go. But it's still an awesome beer. Mm-hmm. Like, it's funny because it's kind of flat from being in the growler, but it's still like I would drink this over a number of beers.
Ben,
I gave it a 3 because of the growler. A growler.
I think that's
sorry
fair.
about that.
I think that's fair.
Wow, we got the
We got the lack of
growler
carbon
virus.
The lack of carbonation got to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still pretty good when you're actually drinking it and you want to just try and taste like the hops in it without all that carbonation.
And
It's trying to turn
smooth
from
and
it.
creamy, the hazy.
Yeah, but still though, like Andy said, I would like to have it fresh overall. So I would like it fresh.
Come on over the house.
Yep.
Sure.
What did you
While
give this?
last-
What did you give this one?
That's a 5 for me. I mean,
5?
I've had this thing in cans and I've had it on draft. I mean, I love this beer. It's one of my favorite IPAs. I mean, for me, right now, New Trail and Toppling Goliath are hands down my favorite breweries.
Okay.
The
carbonation did do a little bit for me too. I think if this was fresh, this would easily be over a 4. But I think just the circumstances would just, and it's not your fault. It's not the beer's fault. It's not your fault.
Hey, I don't care.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it 3.25.
And again, it came from a growler then too, so it's just expected.
It's funny if you go like on Untapped and you look at like not us who checked it in, but everyone else. If you go down the list, I don't think other than you guys who checked it in, I don't think you'll find one under 4.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's,
like if
it's
you
a
look
it's
at
a
like,
fantastic
the all,
tasting
you know?
beer, but I kind of gotta give it for what it was right now. But I enjoyed it. I think I definitely want to try it fresh and
that would definitely be
play
revisited.
play some NBA Jam or something.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? You want to go cans, or you want to get what is a bottle of stout?
It's a saison.
Okay.
So that's going to be, put it this way, it's not going to be harsh like our stouts that you...
That's it. What do we got? IPA sours?
Yeah.
IPAs?
I think
What
this
do we
might be
got
a
from
double.
home?
All these
That's
are
a Dippa.
IPAs. This is a sour, and that's a saison.
Okay.
Barrel-aged saison.
You pick.
I'd say stick with the IPAs for now.
Do the 3 stars, Dippa. Where's that one?
Dip.
Yeah.
There you
How
go.
did I get
3 stars.
here?
All right. Very excited for this. The 3
How
star.
did I get here?
The last 3 stars we had was a very good beer. It didn't win, but it was a very good beer. I liked it
look
a
at
lot.
Whoa.
Jesus. Is there a hole in that glass?
You yelled at me for pouring the growler.
Yeah. Shit.
Did anyone do anything fun since the last episode when it came to beer?
Oh, I got day drunk last Sunday.
Yeah?
Oh, baby.
Yeah, we went down to Funk's. We were supposed to go. We met Rish's 2 of our coworkers and their husbands, and Rish's mom came too. We went down to Emmaus. We were supposed to go to this like animal benefit thing. We bought tickets for it, but then we went to Funk's and like we just started drinking. We're like, they got our donation.
Yeah.
So we did some beers at Funk's. Then we walked down the alley to Yergis. Had some beers there, and then attached to Yergis is a distillery where we also had some craft cocktails, and it was amazing. And I came
Nice.
home and I immediately passed out, and I woke up at like 11:30 at night, and then I couldn't sleep all night. It was awesome.
I went to a wrestling show in Plains up by Harrisburg. Then after the wrestling show, we stopped at the first time I've ever been in one, a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ooh.
Was actually very impressed with their beer selection for being a chain place. Like where I thought, like we have these many beers
Where
on
did you
draft.
get which one?
The one on Wilkes-Barre.
my friend, he manages the one in above Wilkes-Barre. I think it's in Scranton or something.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's I don't know if I should say, but, like, you know, I've gotten some hot sauces and stuff for cheap.
Yeah. I was very impressed with the food. I thought the wings were good. I didn't think they were going to be that good for being a commercial place, but I was really impressed with their beer selection for being a worldwide or countrywide chain. They had Trogs, they had Yingling, they had Victory, they had Bell's. Like, they had a lot of nice craft breweries on tap, and some of them were very local, and I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You know where an under-the-radar craft beer joint is?
What's that?
The Reading Applebee's.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I got a gift card from work to go. Like, we went, and I walked in, and they have a case with all these cans, and that's what they currently have. And it's like, and they also have a bunch of crazy drafts. No other Applebee's I've seen that, but it's like literally a wall of beers. It's like, and then they have this like a big list with all the descriptions and shit. And it was like a verified Untapped venue and stuff.
Awesome.
So
it was Reading Applebee's.
Yeah, seriously,
all right.
It was crazy.
I had one beer there because I was driving, and I went with the Bells because last week's episode we had the Hop Slam, right?
Yes,
yeah, I brought that.
So I got the official hazy IPA from Bell's. I liked it. I gave it a 3.75. I thought it was a really good beer, and I was kind of impressed of where I was and actually in getting it, because I did not expect to be in a Buffalo Wild Wing and getting a decent craft beer. I thought it would all been Sam Adams and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be very surprised with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty decent. And just for hearing about the Reading Applebee's.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, what?
You know what? You would think about
for Dollaritas.
And you think about it, too, a lot of the Applebee's are trying to get a lot of business. So you could probably get those craft beers cheap.
Yeah, they weren't. Their prices were not bad at all.
So that's excellent for the craft beer drinker as well.
Because I don't like those chains, but I had a gift card, so I'm like, hey, let's do it.
That's like the good old days in Bloomsburg. They were selling Mad Elf the one time, and they were doing like a 12 ounce for like $4, and you got the extra 2 ounces for $1. So you're like getting sloshed off of $5 freaking pints of freaking Mad Elf. So
there's 5 different How Did I Get Here beers.
Well, it's a Talking Heads.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is from 3 Stars, and it's actually a collaboration with Kings County Brewing Collective from
KCBC
from Brooklyn, New York. So a brewery from Washington, D.C. worked with a brewery from New York on this one, which is kind of cool. 3 Stars is from Washington, D.C. They have over 248 beers on Untapped, and they average a 3.71. Not bad. Not a bad rating at all. They are a brewery delivering the promise to bring locally handcrafted ales to the DC beer community. The company was founded by Dave Coleman and Mike McGarvey, 2 longtime friends who decided to seize the opportunity, build a brewery, and produce high-quality beer in the District of Columbia, hoping to make this world-class city a world-class beer destination. I wish that world-class city would have some championships in the football department, but anyway, you can't get it all.
Well.
215,000 check-ins, 71,000 unique, and 4,789 likes.
Well, How Did I Get Here is from 3 Star Brewing Company. It's a 7% alcohol by volume beer, and it's an Imperial Double New England, once again, and it's brewed with Citra, Lotus, and German Amarello stone fruit hops. So 108 people total checked it in. Monthly is $124, and it is like Tony said, a collaboration with 3 Star Brewing Company and Kings County Brewers Collective, which is KCBC short for the acronym.
Where did you grab this can?
From Bloomsburg, from the Bloom Brews.
Bloom Brews?
Yeah, they had a bunch of 3-star beers there. I think maybe 4 different kinds. I can't remember.
I don't know if it was 3 Stars that made it, and if it was, man, I hope they bring it back out because it was fucking hilarious. But they had a Washington Redskins beer when the Redskins were like, season was tanking and everybody was getting injured, and they had like, it was called Sell This Team IPA, and it was just like the Washington Redskins logo, just like with their hand over its face, like Sell This Team.
I can't remember who brought 3 Stars to the area. If it's either Shangy's or Nebulous. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I think. Well,
Toppling Goliath was through Shangy's.
yeah, that sounds about right. It might be Shangy's just solely because, but I don't know. I really truly don't know that for certain.
Now, when you say brought them in the area, like they're a distributor, they go to the brewery and say, "Hey, I can distribute your beer."
They're the ones that, like, you know, like Shangy's, for instance.
Like a middleman.
I was talking about Shangy's today. Shangy's is like one of the oldest distributors who brought in a lot of imported and craft beers. They're one of the originals who brought a lot of the beers to the area. Yeah. So if you get like Toppling Goliath, you get like Three Floyds, all that's through Shangy's. Nebulous does like Connecticut Valley Brewing Company. They do Rotunda to bars and stuff like that. So yeah, they're just like the middleman, I guess. So it goes from Shangy's to the distributor to you. Or if you go to Shangy's, it goes from Shangy's to you, you know?
What are you giving this one?
For me, it's like a 3.25.
That's fair. I'm in that same ballpark.
I mean, it's good, but it's not great, you know?
Yeah. I would have it again.
I mean, you know, again, for me, like 2.5's like down the road, middle, you know, so anything above 2.5 is above average, you know.
I gave it a 3.5.
3.5?
Because I like how it's like different, like slightly fruity, juicy at the end. It's like dry at first, but then that fruity after finish really takes off. It's a little bit different.
What is this? What is the ABV on this?
7%.
Look at that sediment.
That was actually from. Yeah, that was from that one.
It's like
Do a little rinsey after.
Yeah, it's like swish. It's like dirty dishwater.
Yeah, I does not drink like a 7.
No, it's an easy drinker.
Yeah.
Slightly boozy at the very end.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of booziness to the end.
Yeah.
That
It feels like it's a very light like mouthfeel to it. Like there's not like a thickness to like, you know, that oiliness that some IPAs have.
I know that oily taste.
Yeah, it's like it's decent. I'm between a 3.25 and a 3.5.
I just hit my
That's kind of where I was
500th
too, yeah.
different brew.
Damn, good job.
Oh, look at this guy.
That's
I'm like
kind of weak.
90 from my 1,000th.
But there's probably like a shit ton of beers that I've never even checked in.
There was a time when like I got Untapped and then I stopped for a long time. So there's probably a good like 500 beers I never checked in.
Yeah, that's how I was.
And then I got like when my one buddy started really trading and stuff, I got back into it.
Yeah.
I only got like 1,600 under my belt. I know. The one girl and one of our buddies, Tyler Budwash, I used to like drink a whole lot of beer with Around the World in 80 beers because you could do it in State College. You get the beer and you do the 80 beers. You get your name on the plaque on the wall and all too. And I did it, and they're like, "Oh, well, you got to get Untapped." I'm like, "What the fuck? I don't care." And I was reluctant about it for like the longest time. And they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna get Untapped." And I fucking did it. And I was blasting through like 60 beers like in a matter of like a month. And like the one girl got really pissed at the time when she was working. She got super pissed because I was ripping through beer. I'm like, fucking come on. And I was catching up to her. And I think I hit like 200 in like 2 months or something like that. She's like, "What the?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm putting up, so shut up." You know?
I have a problem.
Yeah, that's what I heard that whole time. No, I'm killing it. This hobby is awesome. I'm doing things like, and I'm in rehab. Yeah.
Full disclosure, I did not go to rehab.
Yeah,
I'm all right. I'm okay.
That's for quitters. What do you give this one?
I went 3.2. I'm between 3.25, 3.5, but I settled on 3.25.
That's where I landed as well. It was fun. I still definitely want to.
That's a solid beer.
That's still definitely a brewery that I would dive into again.
I thought Two to the Dome was a better beer.
Yeah,
but,
so did I.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's pretty solid.
I do like the gimmick of it. How did I get here?
Yeah.
Talking heads.
Let's go Dippa again. Here's
God.
So
Don't we have 3 homes in a row though?
Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Holmes, them, Holmes, bottle. Like because I think last time we went all the same. Like the last couple episodes, we've been doing all the same brewery in a row.
I thought that was the plan.
Do you want to keep doing it that way?
Doesn't matter.
I don't
it's all
know.
going to the same place.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just figure if we space out each, like if we have like the brewery, and if they win, they're like, well, that's because you did them all together, and they were their last. Like, I just don't want to get called out for shenanigans that we give the title to an episode to a brewery,
Shenanigans.
and then they're the beer of the night every night.
Just fucking crack the beer. Let's go.
Put it this way: if we think the beer's good enough, we're gonna elect it that, and we're being brutally honest.
I don't want to get called out for collusion.
Which is a great brewery, by the way.
Lucent Tap Works,
Yeah.
where the first Bangin beers sticker is actually placed on their cooler door.
Nice.
So I placed it on there.
Cool. Now when we go, we'll get hit with vandalism.
What's
They have a whole bunch of them on
you know,
there.
by the way, we discussed earlier. I saw the Stickman is down at the craft house.
Yes.
I'm interested in trying.
They have...
They have some wacky beer along the lines.
What the hell is it? It's called like something pandering.
There was one that had like
Or intentional pandering.
the
maybe?
chicken chicken nuggets that were like dinosaurs.
Oh, they
or
have that
something.
one too.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Unflavored chicken nuggets
Yeah.
or something. Or plain chicken nuggets, a pale ale.
Yeah,
They had some really
I like the
cool
gimmicky
one-offs.
shit, man.
The cool one-offs, like they had a cookies and cream ale at one point.
Oh, well, I'm hoping tomorrow. I'm going to be in Danville, so I'm hoping to hit up Old Forge and
Shameless pandering.
see if they have the cookies and cream ale still on tap there.
What are you doing up that way?
Well, my mother's birthday's on Sunday, so I'm going down to visit tomorrow. My daughter sold Little Caesars pizza, so I really pushed the shit out of that because I'm like a huge Little Caesars fanatic. So I got I sold like, oh my God, like my friends bought so much Little Caesars pizza, so I got to cart all that shit to Danville and hand all that out. But I'm going to probably stop in Old Forge tomorrow. I'm going to try the cookies and cream ale if they still have it. I heard, a couple people of my friends and stuff have gone in there, and it's like I was in there, a friend was in there, and it's like there's no IPAs on tap. It's like, what's up with that? Because like they're a brewery, man. Should have an IPA on tap.
Old Forge.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a lot of like more classic stuff.
Well, I heard, and I hope I'm not speaking out of line on this too, because I heard their overbite.
God damn it, Ben.
Just throws a can at you.
I heard their overbite tank got contaminated, like the whole batch.
Oh,
man,
no.
And they had
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's
no.
finally back again. I saw they have it back on tap again, so that's cool. But
I got a very serious question for you, Jason. Are you going to play your Neo Geo?
yeah, my parents.
Cabinet at your
That is at my
parents'
parents' house. I don't know, man. My parents' house is like a cesspool of all my shit. That like all my collections and
In case you ever
everything.
get kicked out, you can move back in.
Dude. You don't even know. Like,
You know what would be really funny? I can imagine you having like a tapestry of Cannibal Corpse in your parents' room. And it'd just be like Cannibal Corpse. It'd be like, honey, your Cannibal Corpse tapestry is still up on the
my
on the wall
parents'
there."
house is overrun by like all
Is
of
your
my
room
stuff,
still
man.
still intact? Like you still
No,
live
no. I mean, look, trust me, I wish it was, but it's not. At this point, I could probably retake over the basement, but
Oh my
like-
God.
I mean, it would be a little bit.
It'd
But
be funny, like you're a grown man with a wife and a kid, and like you still have a bedroom at your parents' house that's exactly your bedroom from when
Yeah.
you were growing up. That'd be awesome.
also tomorrow, though, I'm gonna hit up Cherokee Tap House, which is over in Riverside. It used to be the golf course over in Riverside, Pennsylvania, and they turned it into a tap house.
Is it the one between Knoebels and like Ely'sburg?
Yeah,
and-
it's like on.
Oh.
I stopped in there once before and I grabbed a few bottles. They had some decent stuff.
Yeah, there's some pinball machines I saw there.
Yeah, they have arcade games and
Yeah,
stuff too.
and a lot of good. They had a lot of New Trail on tap last time I was there. But the one thing that's like super enticing to me is they have like not cheesecake, but they have cheese pie, and it's Fruity Pebbles cheese pie, and it looks fucking phenomenal. So
Yo,
yeah,
interesting.
So we had Holmes before. We had the cat person beer.
we only had one Holmes beer. Now
Yeah.
we're having 3.
Yeah,
So we doubled up.
We had the cat person beer. All right, so on Untapped, Holmes has no description of their brewery, nothing, no write up, nothing. So, but they do have 154 beers, and their average is a 4.19, which is pretty good. It's pretty highly
tastes
ranked.
a little John Holmes in this one. Hey.
This is an 8.4.
AIDS or semen.
It's a little salty.
8.4, and this is another a Dippa. Another Dippa.
Dippa.
Dip up.
Also called Peaked.
Peaked, yes.
Just so we know, Andy coined that phrase.
That is.
Even though I'm going to use that like till it's like dead in the fucking.
We're going to get t-shirts made.
Dippa.
This
Yeah.
says Dippa on it.
I do like that, man. I totally.
Like you know those like Polish shirts around here, like you bet your Dippa.
Yeah.
We should get your bet your Dippa.
You bet you
Bang
Dippa.
Bears podcast.
I'm totally into the Dippa phrase. Hashtag Dippa.
Hashtag Dippa. That's. I think we're gotta get a logo made up with it or something, just like Team Dippa.
So it's got that like tropicaliness.
Very
to
flavor. It's very like mouth.
Yeah, it does have a big mouth.
It's like a big mouthful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely hazy.
Feels like
603 check-ins, and this averages a 428. So
yeah, it
I
feels
don't
like someone
sway
put a
your
bunch
judgment.
of fruit in my mouth and then like punched me.
It's very tropical.
As Tony said, it was an 8.4% alcohol by volume.
What
It
were
is
the hops
a
in it?
Imperial Double. It's a double dry hop with mosaic and 2 experimental hops.
I think it's all in
NZ.
New Zealand and something.
Tropical, pine, and dank notes.
I get the
smooth finish.
pine.
Yeah, I get the pine. I get the tropical notes. Like the mouthfeel is a little full.
It's very heavy.
Yeah, it's a heavy beer.
Honestly, I actually
I almost thought there was milk sugar in it though. It's very sweet.
I really like it. I do. Not
It's
gonna
decent.
lie. I think it's just hitting that.
It's different. It's stuff.
Yeah.
It's something I've never had before.
It when you drink it's real heavy. I mean, for an IPA,
Yeah.
it really feels like there's a lot going on. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like
There's a little bit of afterburn.
it's just it's like a mouthful.
Yeah.
It is a Holmes.
Yeah.
It is a John Holmes.
but that's definitely.
I'm gonna
it.
take it all right now.
Yeah. He gurgles.
Gotta get
I'm all
that
right,
hop
I'm all right.
character. You gotta get that hop character.
I swallowed. I didn't spit. It's
He
so
did.
good.
He did not spit any of it up.
Whew.
I really do like this one.
It's different. It's something I can honestly say I've never had a beer that
It's just like after
Tasted
you
like this.
drink
It's
it,
very
it's like I'm
filling,
still
oddly.
chewing. Yeah, it's
Like-
it's just like very like it for an IPA. It's very heavy. It's
Yeah.
very full. Like after I drink it, I almost feel like I'm still chewing on it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's
just
It's a
different
good heavy.
overall.
see how
a
you
good
guys
way,
get a
I'd
lot.
say.
Are you getting a lot of fruit flavor?
Yeah, it's tropical
do,
fruit,
yeah.
like straight up.
I get it initially, but then like that lingering aftertaste is piney to me.
Yeah, I do get the piney.
Slightly
And
for me, yeah.
there's a bit of piney and like almost a little boozy aftertaste too.
Yeah, boozy and piney for me.
What's the ABV on this?
It's at 8.4.
8.4.
That sounds about right then.
Man, we're freaking nailing it with the doubles, man. Holy shit.
I like doubles.
coming.
Man, making you tired.
Exhausted. I've had a long week.
I
It's
getcha.
only just begun.
Ugh. To live
Never
has
mind.
only just
promises.
begun.
To live.
The Carpenters. I still like the Carl Weathers rendition of "We've Only Just Begun" by
Oh,
the
Chubbs.
Carpenters.
Can't
But
beat Chubbs.
he's supposedly going to be at the Great Philadelphia Comic Con in Oaks
Man.
this year. I actually want to see him. I don't care.
You have to do the Arnold handshake with him.
Oh my god! Yeah, yeah.
I see Andy check this in at the Frackville Lodge.
I like the Piccadilly.
Which one?
I think both of them so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's here, but his spirit's at the Frackville Lodge.
Well, we don't have like the Bangin beers like pod table set up, so
Dude, I know you can set this up as a.
Bangin' Beers headquarters.
You can.
You have to
can-
probably pay
you
for
can-
it, though.
No, I don't think so. I gotta talk to a guy. I know a guy who did it. So
That'd be fantastic if we had our own
You
location.
can do that. Yeah.
I've been to the Untapped home office. Yeah. It's in downtown Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm walking by, I'm looked up and I just see the sign hanging for Untapped. And
Like
it's
I'm
just a bunch of
walking in.
computers. I'm like, that's sweet.
Did I ever
Did you
tell
walk in?
No.
I would have.
Did I ever tell you the one time I was in San Diego? I was trying to look for Pliny the Elder in California, and I find this one
You're
place
looking
that's
for
called
who?
Pliny the Elder. It's like
One of the
a
biggest sought after
West
beers.
Coast like IPA.
Yeah, it's like
It's like the heady topper of the West.
yeah. So I go there. I'm like looking around and they tell me this place, go Tap Hunter you go to. I'm like thinking, okay, this is going to be a beer. Guess what? It's the actual fucking app place. And I see all these like desks and all that. And they're like, I'm looking around. I have my luggage with me because this was like the last days I was in San Diego. And they're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, well, I'm trying to find Pliny the Elder, but the only problem is like, this is a corporate office. And they're like, oh, you did that? Oh, okay, well, we'll tell you where to get it.
Like,
or
you're a
whatever.
fucking idiot, but we'll help you.
But I went in a really swanky hotel. I'm like looking like this, and it's like second, third, fourth floors, and it's like all corporate. It's like all like majestic.
Can I
and
have
all.
some Pliny, please?
Yeah, I ended up finding it though.
Whose dick do I got to suck to get some?
Goddamn Pliny. I don't
come
know.
on.
It's funny though
God.
that Pliny the Elder. I don't know who distributes it, but in Philadelphia, I know a girl who works at a.
If you're looking to get it,
She works at a bar, and they've had it on tap twice there in
Whoa.
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
I found it in Pennsylvania.
if there's
I've never
if
had
there's
it.
beers that
Never
you need
had
to
it.
get
Would
in
love
San
to have it.
Diego, make a list now and tell me, because Austin's coming home.
Well, I told your brother.
Yeah.
I told him that the beer from Strike, the Screaming Hands beer, the Santa
Remind
Cruz
him
beer,
before he comes, because he's coming in 2-3 months.
Oh, I don't know.
He's coming in like June
You know
or
your
July.
brother better
Yeah,
than I do.
I want
man.
beer from Strike. I mean,
Yeah.
because they do like the Santa Cruz like Screaming Hand beer. They do the Santa Cruz like Dot beer. I mean,
Yeah.
and that I'll tell you, beer from like West Coast like that, California, it's hard. It doesn't come up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does not. I don't see
especially
anyone
with
who
like
distributes
the
it.
that and too, and like I feel like you don't see West Coast stuff often outside of like
No.
Stone and Sierra Nevada and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the
So
New
like I said,
England boom.
Yeah.
if you have some wish list, hit him up and he'll see if he can get them and bring. Just please remind him to buy them not refrigerated, so when they sit in his cooler.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like
would
to have
I
that
would
beer.
make like one request, and I would pay for all of it. I would try and have him get Monkish.
So, well, if you PayPal him, he'll get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll try and get. I'll be like,
Is that California?
Monkish is
thought it was
California, and it's
Florida.
like in like Los Angeles.
Well,
That was
he's
Florida
only in
somewhere.
San Diego and he doesn't have his license yet, so
okay,
it's only
all
what
right.
he can get in
Well,
that area.
all right.
Like
No, never
McKellar out
mind
there
that.
too, and like San Francisco. I think.
McKellar's like, well, people don't like to say gypsy, a gypsy brewer. I don't know. Yeah.
I had some weird sour.
I'm
I
not
got
trying to
from
be
them at
like
some,
I'm not
like,
I'm
craft
not
shop
trying to be ignorant at all. 'cause
down in
apparently it's
North
racist,
Carolina. It was
but-
phenomenal.
Oh, really?
Apparently, yeah. I'm just so used to. I'm like, they consider it, and there's the beer community was like, oh, that's a gypsy brewer. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just
Gypsy's
use it.
racist?
Apparently,
What's
it
gypsy?
is. Yeah.
She's not really racist.
I don't think it really
Who
is.
told you
but,
that?
Well, I was listening to It's Just Beer podcast, and they were afraid to say it.
Really?
Believe it
can
or
say
not, they're
no,
like,
man.
oh, it was like kind of like a drug. I'm like, gypsy's racist? What? I'm like, I was kind
Like
of
I mean, it's a
thrown
description like what gypsies move around. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you're saying. It's not like Borat.
I
gypsies.
think they were kind of. I think they were kind of going with the wheeling and dealing aspect
I need the
of
gypsy
it.
tears to protect
like
me from
you're-
the AIDS.
I have a
like-
jar of gypsy tears.
Yeah.
So
It's
they-
not like
so they
maybe
cl-
in that connotation
so
it
they-
might be.
yeah.
So the
offensive to someone.
long nosed Claude Jewel can't get me. I have the gypsy tears. I love Brian. He's
But-
an idiot. All right,
but apparently it was. So
Ben, what
There
are
you
you giving Peaked?
Nomad also works.
Peaked. Okay. I think I'd give it tier in between 3.75 and a 4. And the reason why it tastes different, like everybody's saying, it has that full mouth flavor to it, and it is slightly fruity. It's a little bit sharp on my taste end too, and I really like that just because it's different. But I would just stick with that, and it's enjoyable. I think that would be an all day beer,
Okay.
for me at least.
All right, so guys, I don't know if you heard earlier in this episode, I just hit my 500th beer on the tap. So I got to stop just handing 4s and high scores out. Like, you got to earn them anymore. So this is a good beer. I definitely liked it. I haven't had a beer that resembled this ever. That being said, I'm going to give this a 3.5.
That's where I landed on it. Like, it's good. It's solid. Like, I get the cut. I get the character of everything. But it is a heavy beer. Like, I don't know if I could drink more than one. I don't know if I could drink a pint of it.
Yeah, I feel like I used to
It's
give
very heavy.
beer scores out like I was a girl with my boobs out on Instagram. Everything gets a 4.25, you know, and I gotta be
You gotta
realistic.
dial it back.
I gotta be
You gotta
realistic.
reserve those 5s for the high life.
Yeah, the High Life and the Yuengling Flights.
I have like 3 5 beers on there. And it's like High Life, Guinness, and something else. I forget.
I think my 1.5 is like a Labatt Blue or something crazy.
Mine
'Cause
was
remember-
a Zima.
My brother messaging me. He's like, "Why did you give Miller High Life a 5?" I'm like, "It's a champagne of beers, bro."
Why wouldn't you give it a 5? What did you give this one?
It's like a 3.75 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, anything that's like 4 and over is like phenomenal. It's like the cat's ass, you know. Like this falls
I
a
like
little
that.
short, you know. It's good.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
would
definitely a good beer,
Yeah.
but it's not quite up there, you know.
All right, so we're looking at the bottle. We're looking at a pale ale,
a Nordic
pale ale, a Gose.
Yeah, that's gonna be a sour. Goza.
Oh, that snuck up on me. Okay,
and then another a Goza
That's a sour
sour
IPA, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, and this is a sour IPA.
I think we should stick the IPAs and then do the Gozas. Yeah.
Do
funk.
do that last one, and then
Let's get funky.
All right, so this is Lucent Realms, a Nordic IPA from Funk Brewing in Emmaus.
Ole.
What's this one called?
Lucent Realms. Has a cool label. It has like an ice ball.
Another pretty
rather see
highly
you guys
ranked
have at it.
beer. Maybe I'm just being a scumbag tonight. These are all getting really high scores. Funk's Brewing, microbrewery at a PA beer. Here's our first PA beer of the night. Emmaus. They
Have
have
one in Elizabethtown too.
Yep, they have 418 beers and they average a 386.
It smells good.
We are extremely passionate about our beers and our craft beer, and hope the passion will hold and rub off and become a part of you. We are in pursuit of happiness, one pint at a time. Beer on began with a craft beer lover and a not so handcrafted beer lover, two brother-in-laws, those who love craft and was burning deeply, and others waiting to be ignited. It took years, but Kyle's consistent consumption of craft beer worked on John, and the move was made to try it. From that day on, good beer was not only consumed but regularly by both, but became a part of life. So two guys started, Funks. I had a Funks one time, and it was super, super dank, and it was like bong water, and I wasn't a huge fan of it.
This is really good, man. It's very earthy. I like that.
They have 267,000 check-ins, 66K unique, 4,450 likes, and I've had 5 different funk beers. I had the
Get
citrus.
the funk out. Are you serious?
Yeah, I've had citrus IPA, and I just said dank. Oh,
I like that shirt too.
I've had the stunt double. I've had the double disco, and I've had perfect strangers. And R&D IPA.
They make a squishy series then too of beers, and they made like a blood orange one I had, and they also make a Super Mario World inspired one called Pipe Dream.
Yeah, dude, Funk's is one of my favorite in the area. Like their double citrus is wonderful. The citrus IPA is awesome. They have a Hefeweizen that's like double dry hopped, and I don't normally like Hefeweizen, but I plowed that 4-pack down. I'm like, this is
awesome.
so fucking good. But every single thing I've had from them. Now, the one I wish they would have had cans of, it was called Refresh. It was a like semi-sour.
Is everyone good? I got a pretty nice pour here.
It was like a semi-sour, like super light beer brewed with lime and electrolytes. It was literally, it tasted like
Gatorade.
It tasted like the
nutty.
lemon lime Gatorade beer. And I'm like, this would be an awesome beach beer.
That's nutty because I actually had one that was called Play the Game, like Play the Game by Other Half, and they did like an electrolyte beer. And it was like, it was so hard.
Then I had,
it was okay.
They had a Baltic Porter called the Royal Rumble.
Oh my god,
that's the one I sent you guys the description.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble.
It was like you have to yell woo like Ric Flair. What did it say? The Royal Rumble is like luxurious and smooth Baltic Porter aged on Canadian sugar maple for 48 days. Hints of milk chocolate, dark roasted coffee, and slow roasted figs. You would have hated it.
Coffee.
Despite the name sugar maple,
I love the name though.
The wood gives a nice dry Cabernet wine tannic finish. This is the Ric Flair of Baltic Porters. Woo! That is a tasty beverage. I'm like, I gotta send that to you guys.
This has 1,049 check-ins. It averages a 416. It has 3 friend check-ins, and it averages a 425. Ben, I'll send you the description because all it says is hazy, smooth with a warm, earthy flavor, and it's a 7.9.
Yeah, the earthy, I definitely get.
Yeah, earthy.
There's nothing to it.
I know, but I like reading that stuff.
It tastes like
read it again.
You don't know.
Good
I read
from
it. No, you're done.
Separatist is what it tastes like, or from Soul Artisan.
Yeah, I'm not sure what makes it a Nordic IPA, but
Definitely get the earthy taste.
yeah,
very much
earthy. That citrus,
That's
dank.
really creamy.
And I like that
Yeah.
earthy taste.
Yeah.
I really do.
I don't get much earthy. It's like a creamy IPA to me.
I really get that earthy taste.
I still think I have a lot of that piney taste in my mouth from the Peak Dipper.
Dipper.
Peak Dipper.
This is a nippa.
There's a nippa and a dippa. We're all from Boston all of a sudden. I actually like the color on this.
Yeah, it's super nice.
You know what I was thinking of? Maybe like with the Instagrams, like all the beers, we should pour it out, and then actually take a picture of the can. Like
Just have Andy send me a picture of all the beers every night, and then we'll just add it to the.
Yeah, then have it like in the thing, and then have the can too.
That's what I always post on my Untapped. So
Yeah, it saves to your phone.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just send them over, and we'll put them on.
Nifty.
We'll throw them on there.
I'll have my new fancy phone on Monday.
What do you? Oh, you get the 20.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Fucking hate
I get
you.
the fucking Ultra,
Oy
dude.
vey.
Dude, that looks
S20
sweet.
Ultra. I'm gonna smack that upside your fucking head.
I know. I only have the S10 Plus, which is what was the hot new shit.
Yeah,
I do too. Don't feel terrible.
give it a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It wasn't even a year when I bought it. Now they're like, by the way, here comes the 20. Suck our
I know.
dick.
Hey, they went.
That's the cycle I'm on though, because I went from the S7. Like,
Dude, I went from the S5 to the S10.
oh shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny that they went from 10 to 20.
Yeah.
Like in a fucking, it's like you got the 10. Fuck you. Here's a 20. Just suck on this.
Bro, we're like, you know what, guys? 11 doesn't sound that cool.
This phone is fucking 10 times better.
Yeah, it's like your camera has what, 2 times zoom? This has got 100 times zoom.
Suck my
It looks
dick.
like a
Power to
fucking oil
fight a
painting.
god.
Yeah, here it is.
This phone will suck your
It's like,
dick.
you know that DSLR camera? Yeah, fuck you. Here you go.
Oh, you want to go buy a Canon? This is built in.
Yeah, I fell into him.
And you can watch porn on it.
Porn's probably going to look so good on it.
Well, you know, look, I'll bring it over.
3D
You can check
porn.
it out.
Have you seen the coronavirus porn?
I saw someone post it. I was an Aussie Man reviews today posted something about it.
Yeah,
Oh my
so if you go on Pornhub and you search coronavirus porn,
Go on Pornhub.
I'm
like
dead
it's
serious.
a daily thing, you know.
I'm
You
dead
just go
serious.
on, you know, log into Pornhub like a daily. you do.
someone sent me a Pornhub link
People
and
have
said you
Pornhub
have to see
accounts?
this, and this is coronavirus porn. It's just 2 people in hazmat suits simulating sex. There's zero penetration. They're not even like there's no penetration. He's just pretending to go. Yeah, he's going down on her, but all he's doing is licking the inside of his mask, patting her on the head. It's just coronavirus porn.
Nice.
They have a lot of great humor to that. They're taking the lightest
My
situation.
favorite thing Pornhub ever did is when April Fools happened, and if you went on and watched porn, right as soon as you hit click to start your porn, you're like, awesome, we just glad you enjoyed the porn. We just uploaded this link to your Facebook page. And people were like, no. And people were checking their
Yeah, that's
Facebook
good
to make
stuff.
sure their whole friends and family weren't seeing what porn they were watching.
They did a whole bunch of gimmicky stuff with like Earth Day, and it's just like all just like panoramic views of like trees and
They
shit.
do some funny stuff.
Yeah,
There's one like
the one,
I-
They have a good
Then they
sense
have
of
like
humor.
there's
one
some
on it
guy
that's all
that,
garlic
like-
bread.
It's some dude that just like gives people compliments. Like it's not actually porn or anything, but he's one of the highest rated accounts on Pornhub.
I don't even know what Pornhub is, so
It's a hub of porn.
It's the hub.
now I know it is.
I'm more of a spank bang guy. Spank bang.
Bank.
No, bang.
Spank bang.
Yeah, BANG.
Okay, there is Spank Bank though.
Yeah, there's 4. They're longer videos. It's like the full length feature. It's not just those 3-minute clips.
Not like 5-minute clips that you have to like go like to each one.
Yeah, part
it's like
one
a
through-
it's like a shuffle fucking list.
Can you just put these all in one clip? I'm fucking around here. I'm not trying to touch my phone. I'm trying to do dirty business. Trying to shake hands with the devil down here. You're making me touch my phone more. Who's first on this one? Should I go first?
Go ahead.
I'll go first. All right, we're going from porn. Here we go.
Porn to beer. Beer to porn.
I just sat there and said I'm being a critic, and then I had this beer. All right, I'm torn. I'm at a 3.75 or a 4 here. I really enjoy this beer. This is hot. This is really good.
I initially gave it a 4.25, but as I drank more of it, I upped it to 4.5. I absolutely love this beer. I wish I would have bought it. I was broke as fuck, so I could only get a 4-pack that day. So I'm like, I wish I would have bought a case.
If I would have known how this tasted, I probably would have fired you money. to get me
It's so good.
like a
I
4-pack,
love
yeah.
it. It was $17 for the 4-pack.
Oh, that's not terrible
No.
at all.
I just
all right. You
had
talk,
an $80 bar tab on top of it. So
you're
I'm
talking
like,
me into it. This is a 4.25 for me. This is a fantastic beer. I like this a lot. I'm a fan. Get the fuck
We got to
out.
get their pipe dream when it comes out. They put it out like
They had
quarterly, I
cool
think.
glasses for
That's
that.
a cool
Yeah.
shirt, by the way, too. The
Yeah,
Phillies
the
logo.
it has the
I do like that.
the Philly fanatic with a little.
Oh my god, that's
It's
awesome.
Oh,
It's
it's got
like-
everything that you want in a
and
beer.
I fucking
beer
hate
shirt.
Philadelphia teams.
Is that the new Philly fanatic or the old one? Because you've seen that
well, the old
people
one.
are fucking up in a rage about
They just
that.
gave him colored eyebrows and tail. Because the people that like designed him are trying to squeeze more money out of the Phillies. Like, fuck it, we'll just change it slightly.
Yeah, he's not crazy enough. Have you seen that Gritty guy?
Oh my god, I love Gritty.
Hey.
And I guess one of the little kids at one of the hockey games was trying to beat up Gritty, and then he got put in a penalty
That was
box.
unfounded, and that was some dude trying to cash in. And
No, he's
yeah.
talking about something different happened. He's saying that Gritty, the kid, they put the kid in the penalty box to be funny.
Because he went and swung at Gritty right off the bat. He's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have some
Gritty,
fun. Boom.
Gritty is fucking crazy though. Like, he's fucking nuts.
It's the best mascot. I feel
You know
like
who-
have we talked about that on this?
No,
already,
you know
Gritty?
who's a really good mascot too? The Chicago Bulls bull is a really good mascot
He's
too.
no
with the
either.
popcorn? Dude?
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. He'll walk like,
ridiculous.
but here's the problem with that though. Is like I think Gritty legit goes up to random people and does this shit. Where I think a lot of times when you see mascots fuck with people in the
They know
crowd,
who they are.
they're plants.
The thing with the Chicago Bull guy is like he's like super talented. I mean, that guy's
Dude,
a fucking athlete.
he will literally
you know what
fly.
I mean?
He will fire shots behind his head, like that, stand mid court, not even face the basket,
Yeah.
and chuck a shot and swish it.
that guy is like an athlete.
Yeah.
you know. I mean, he's
Gritty's just-
conditioned. Yeah.
Gritty's like a drunk in a costume.
Yeah, like, did you ever hear the story of why Gritty exists?
No,
So apparently the NHL was pressuring the Flyers. They're like, you need a mascot because we want to make money off of it. And they're like, we don't want a mascot. So basically the Flyers kept pushing it off. And then the NHL's like, you need to pick a mascot. You need it. There's no questions anymore. And they're like, all right, well, you're not going to like it. That's why they came out with Gritty.
and it became loved.
Yes.
Did you ever see when Gritty was on like I don't remember what late night show he was on, and he like took off his mask?
No,
That's good because
Was it like his skin or something underneath? Or
he took off his head, and like underneath he basically looked like the same person in the mask, but like a smaller version.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. I'll send you like a link.
if
or
you're,
something.
do you have Hulu?
Yeah.
Hulu used to have a show called Beyond the Mask, and it was a show that literally followed around a high school kid who was a mascot for his high school team,
Yeah.
a kid who did college, someone who was a semi-pro, and then a pro mascot, and it literally followed these four different levels of sports mascots around and their everyday life, and they followed around Tux from Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
nice.
Well, I look.
Oh, wow.
I told you, like my best friend
Is one of the Tuxes.
he's doing the parade on like I think Sunday he's doing it.
I don't
yeah.
remember the guy who well, I guess when Tux started, it was just this guy.
Yeah. There's
And-
like basically I think 2 Tucks.
Yeah, and this guy was like, I like being Tux, but I obviously like, you know how people want to become pro. I want to be a pro mascot, and he was good at being Tux. Like he got Tux over, and he was so good that when they did season 2, they picked 3 new people and kept him.
Nice.
And they
Oh,
followed
wow.
him around Wilkes-Barre Scranton and filmed this documentary. It was really good. It was called Beyond the Mask.
That's cool.
It's a really cool show. Yeah, he was a really good guy. And I
Gritty.
Yeah, he's no Gritty. All right. Did everyone rank this, or am I?
No,
I did.
for me it's a 4. It's a really good beer, man.
Yeah.
I dig the earthiness to it. Yeah,
Go PA. What,
Yeah, like I said, the more I drank it, like I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have bought more.
yeah.
Like,
It's
really good.
Yeah.
a solid IPA. I love that earthy taste. Yeah, very very good.
It's like an easy drinker too.
all right.
I would consider that an all day drinker as well. That's a solid 4
It's
for
a
me. 100%.
7-9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like a
have like one like every like 2 hours or so
well. It's
while hydrating off of.
I didn't
Miller
realize
Lite.
how high it was. I'm like, oh shit. I thought it was like
I still have
6.
more
That's
flights in
good.
the fridge if you guys want to get crazy.
So we can get we should have those for our like palate cleanser.
yeah.
Let's drink
That
that in the car on the way home.
like every like
No, officer, I'm staying
Sober
hydrated.
up.
like
I'm trying to sober up.
like Jason said, that's earthy. It's really a great beer. I would consider it even potentially dank.
It's a slight dankness. To
Yeah,
it.
it's just the right amount.
For me,
Like,
it's perfect
yeah.
dank.
As far as like IPAs go, like with that earthy taste, Soul Artisan or Separatist, they made this beer. It's called Good Good. It's very earthy. It's very, very similar to that.
Yeah.
It has that very, it's so crazy, like, to describe it, but I know that taste that, like, it's almost, I don't even know, like, tastes like I'm eating, like mulch or something. You know what I mean? It's like,
have some
it's got,
malts.
like, a little bit of, like, mulch or something, but it's really
the bottle
good.
opener we just got.
Oh, the bottle opener was right here. Yeah.
All right, Ben, what are we doing?
We are doing Ghost Marius, which is from...
I mean, you don't have to pick the bottom. I'm just asking where the opener was. Is that the one you want to do?
Do you want?
What's your pick?
Do you want to break up the IPAs, or you want to go to this?
I think we're done IPAs.
Yeah, we're done IPA.
Okay.
I mean, we have a sour IPA.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we
up to
should
you,
do a
man.
sour
Saison.
IPA.
Your call, Ben.
Saison Goza.
Ben, this is.
I
up
think
to
we
you.
should do a sour IPA next because we're on IPAs.
I'm torn. Oh my god. No.
Well, doesn't it go when it comes to sour level? Doesn't it go?
Saison's not sour at all.
No, it's
So
not.
it goes Goza Saison sour.
Depends.
Here's how we'll do it. Here's how we'll do it.
All right, the man has decided.
All right.
All right.
Because all the IPAs that we had, the sour is going to cut all that hoppiness out, and it'll be ready. We'll be set for the saison.
Good call. Ben.
This is called Metaform
Another Holmes brew.
by Holmes, by John Holmes himself.
God rest his soul. That looks fucking pink
It
already.
is pink.
It smells like
Are you afraid to say it?
no, it's I want to say cranberry.
Dingleberry.
Sink the pink. Holy shit.
Do you guys remember Tourette's guy?
Looks like
It has a great smell, but
like
I
Lindemans.
don't know. I don't know. I'm
Looks like
curious.
raspberry.
I think
Yeah.
one of the funniest things that Tourette's guy said was,
Oh, it's very
To-
raspberry.
Tony the Tiger can go fuck himself.
All right, what? Now here's the thing. What are we doing here? Is this blackberry? What flavor is this?
Is it raspberry or black?
Sour IPA? Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Blackberry. Okay. Because so Metaform is a line they have. They have tangerine, grapefruit, blackberry, key lime, guava, strawberry, boysenberry, peach, which I would love to try, and passion fruit.
I topped it.
And they so Holmes once again is we talked earlier where they're from, and they get great reviews. This beer has been checked in 758 times and averages a 4.43, and it is a 6.6 ABV.
And this is brewed with milk sugar, and it's double dry hopped with Citra and the Bruce, blended with blackberry and aged on vanilla bean, and it's a 6.6.
Do you get any of the stickers in the front when you do it?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. You're like right on the hillside one. Nice. And there's a new trail.
I got Catwoman. I got
Yeah.
the cat with the upside down cross.
You know what I mean? So next Saturday, I don't have a show planned. I have nothing going on Saturday. And I was like, Heidi, let's go do something and spend a day together. And she's like, cool, let's do that. And I was like, do you mind if we go to New Trail? I would like to drive up there, try some food and beers. She was, yeah, we can do that. And then I was thinking about it more, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to experience a lot of breweries this month, and there's a lot of beer that's going to be happening this month. I should probably take a day away from it. And then I thought to and I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I'm such a good person, but so we've been saying for a while now, we have a lot of blankets and stuff that we're no longer like blankets and towels and stuff that we just don't use anymore, and we're going to get rid of them. So what we're going to do is from 10 to 3 are the volunteer hours up at Hillside. So on Saturday we're going to go up, and I can't clean up dog shit, I'll puke, but I will, like, we're going to walk dogs or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude, they really appreciate getting them out.
Yeah.
Like, get them some extra, because that way the people that actually work there can focus on their other jobs and stuff instead of having to get them out. So
Yeah.
Plus, it's fun to get to play with some puppers.
Like, do they have like an outside play? Like we just go out and play with them?
No, basically what they'll do is they will, like, they have the big dog house and they have the little dog house, and you're like, what you want to walk? And you just go pick a dog, and they just bring you dogs out, and you walk them. And they have a nice little, like, wooded trail you can walk along and stuff.
And you just like bring one back, take the next one out.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do on day Saturday.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
And then we're gonna bring all the blankets and stuff that we don't
Cool.
want anymore and give them to puppers.
Nice.
Good job, Tony.
You know what's gonna happen though? I'm gonna fucking bring home a dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I want to keep this one. No,
that's
You're going to
good
bring a
dogs, though,
goof
like I said.
home. A goof.
no, I can't bring a dog home yet.
But like I said, yeah, no, they really appreciate that, and like they said, that way the workers can get their stuff done around the shelter and stuff, and you guys can get the dogs out some exercise
Yeah,
and hang out with some people.
I'm super excited. I'm be playing with the doggos all day. Is there anything like
I like calling dogs goofs. because I have the 2 yellow labs I call.
Oh, because they usually
one
are.
Goof,
He calls
sister
everyone.
Goof.
He calls
Yeah,
all
Loki's a
dogs
goon.
Yeah. I gotta see. I want to meet your dogs.
We'll set that up.
Yeah.
I want to get a fox.
It's like, I don't want to come to your
call him
house and hang
Wild
out with you. I want to come see your dogs.
Yeah, that's okay.
Speaking of dogs, your dog just had surgery, right?
Yeah.
how's it doing?
Had some fatty deposits on her.
Yeah. A little extra bumpity.
Yeah.
Gawny.
Really? Because I remember
Yeah.
we were petting her and we felt a few of them.
Yeah. Like the fatty deposits. No, I mean, the dog's fucking awesome.
She is. She's a fucking good dog.
It's good to go.
We played video games the whole time, and the dog just lay with like Heidi. Heidi was like, "I'm not sure if the dog's allowed on the couch,"
Yeah.
and she wouldn't come up on the couch with me, so I just sat.
Not allowed on the couch.
Yeah, so she's like, so Heidi, instead of sitting on like this nice, brand new, beautiful, comfortable couches, Heidi sat on the floor and
I
laid
would've
with
wished to.
and laid with the dog.
Yeah.
No TV on, just in a quiet room, and just pet the dog for like
I
2
mean,
hours.
I'm a cat person. I'm not big into dogs. I love English bulldogs. I had an English bulldog, but I mean, I gotta say, like, pound for pound, I mean, it's the best dog. I mean, it's
Wow, that's really
great
good.
dog.
Yeah, this is not what I was expecting.
I'm kind of glad I picked it to
like,
break the monotony.
It's got a good.
That's
like,
not sour at all.
It's tart. It's almost like more of a tart ale than I would say an IPA.
It tastes like, you know what it tastes like to me? Like someone took a fucking bar of soap and threw it in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, is that the raspberry? Is that what that is?
blackberry.
It tastes.
Yeah,
It tastes like soap to you.
Yeah,
I think that's fucking tasty.
tastes
Because like
very
so
soapy.
many sour IPAs with the milk sugar and shit, they all taste the same, and they have that weird like.
I hope it gives you the shits now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 3.
That's pretty high for you saying it
Yeah.
tastes like soap in your mouth.
It is very soapy, but look, I've tasted worse. 3.
Tony, what about you?
I like the color.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
fucking color too. It tastes like a bar of soap in my mouth.
I like it. I went first last time, so I go last this time. You're up to you.
I'm gonna pass it to Andy.
All right, I go 3.75. I really like this because I
Yeah.
don't normally like sour IPAs. There's something about them that I always think is weird.
2.75. I'm giving it.
You're
Just
dropping
went
it.
down again
You're just dropping it. All
because
right.
Andy gave it that high.
4.
2.5.
No, not really. 3.75. But no, it's good. It's almost like a tart. It's more of a tart ale. Like I don't really
Yeah.
get the IPA-ness to it. Like the blackberry really sticks out. It's an easy drinker. It's a good. Like I don't really love berry flavored stuff, but this is pretty cool.
Next week, you guys don't have to bring beer because we have 8 sour beers that we're gonna do next week. So we're gonna do the sour.
Jay's like, fuck this shit.
We're gonna do the sour. We're gonna do the sour. No, we're gonna do the
Warhead
sour lineup
episode.
because we have 2 other people that got to claim that spot first.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna do the sour lineup. Hudson Valley.
I like sour beer, man.
Yeah, Hudson Valley.
We
I
gotta
think is
do
like
that.
the king of sour
we
beers.
got to do the ultralight shootout,
Yeah, if we can grab. So what we'll do is
and then we got to do the coronavirus special, and we get every version of Corona there is. There's like at least 4 of them.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That'd be
And the
gimmicky as
seltzer.
fuck.
If
We
you
get the Corona seltzer, the Corona fucking.
If you can
Premier,
find
the Corona Light and the regular Corona.
between now and the next 2 weeks, if you can come across any light beers, get it, and if you can come across any Coronas, get it, and then we'll be ready to
that
go.
was pretty funny. Coronavirus.
The coronavirus episode. I'm down. That's what we'll do. That'll be so. Next week we'll do Hudson Valley, and the next week after that we'll do the ultra light shootout. If you still want to bring a craft beer, we could do like we did last
Well,
time.
I think we kind of have to on the gimmick. We
Yeah.
got to do like
Gimmick.
the shootout, and then we do good beers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was actually pretty nice.
yeah.
'Cause that was fun.
We'll do a 2-parter.
Did you know what? I actually looked at the posts then too for the seltzer shootout. I think it was like it hit 4.4K people that like actually like it reached or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like fucking nutty how it was. I'm like, wow. Like,
You know, that'll be a good one to share as summer gets closer. We're like, hey, you don't know what seltzer you want to pick for the beach this year? Boom, seltzer shootout. Let's do this.
Yeah.
seltzer shootout.
And since that
round two.
episode, like more seltzers have came out.
Yeah, there is. Oh, what did I just see?
Omnipolo came out with 2.
Well, there's the
of them.
PBR one. And
PBR.
And
PBR made their seltzers 8.5.
Yeah, that's
That's-
actually been out for a while though. The PBR
Really?
seltzer, yeah, it just isn't around here.
Yeah, but they're 8.5.
But saying no,
They're eight, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But saying no, 8%, wow. Like,
for a seltzer.
That's
You know what?
And they're like 24-ounce cans.
It's like that. It's so white trash.
It's like the high gravity PBR.
Yeah, basically.
that's hilarious.
It's like you want the Four Loko without the Loco.
You want the Four Loko, but you still want to kiss your cousin later?
We still got to do a malt liquor.
Yeah,
episode.
100%.
Yeah, we go back
I
to
mean,
that too. It'd be cool.
We'll do a brown bag episode again.
That's going to be great.
The only
Crush
thing
that
I'm
shit.
saying we are not doing right now, we are not doing Mad Dog 2020.
that's
not even a
that's
beer.
not that.
That fucked my stomach up.
Yeah, no, that's not
a
the
beer.
same line.
That's not even. Yeah.
We're talking like Colt
If you can,
45.
do
Old
they
English
make
camo.
Red Dog anymore?
Yeah,
If we can find
still
that, I
exists.
want that.
Red
For
Dog
some
still
reason, when I was a
exists.
I
kid,
can get like OE, Mickey's, Colt 45.
We didn't do
double
Mickey's
malt.
last time.
Hurricane.
Yeah, I wanted to get
Hurricane,
Mickey's to hand
yeah.
grenade that when we did it with the boys
dude,
upstairs.
the one we had from
Camo.
St. Ides.
no, what was the one we
St.
did?
Ides
It
was
was
like the
fucking
flavored ones. I know they had a
horrible.
Steel
Steel
Reserve, one too,
Reserve.
didn't they?
Steel Reserve was
Oh.
horrible.
Yeah.
all the other ones,
Hard
all
That's
the
not
other
like a
ones are like
classic
a
40
champagne
though.
versus that one.
Dude, we did Steel Reserve first, and Colt 45 and Hurricane tasted like fucking gold.
Yeah,
I like Hurricane, man.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I saw you the picture the other night.
Do they still make camo?
Yeah. There's camo. Yeah.
We could do a Boone's Farm episode.
Oh God.
That's not. That's like
that's
not really
like
beer.
Yeah, that's
though,
like a wine cooler.
Yeah. It's malt
Well,
liquor. but
seltzer's not a beer either, but we did it.
I think
kinda wanna
Boone's
do a-
Farm crosses the line though. I think. Like if we were a wine podcast, that'd be funny.
Can we do a Seagram's episode?
No,
Oh, come on.
Bartles.
We
you're
have to
making me
fucking-
happy.
I suggested a sake episode.
No. I fucking
No.
I hate
All
sake.
sake tastes the same.
Sake gross me out. If there, all right, if you guys are watching this, put in the comments below what if you can give us a gimmick idea, what would you want us to do? So we're thinking of the light shootout. We already have off the table. That's happening. We're gonna do a coronavirus episode. We're gonna do different Coronas. What about like ales, like the Red's apple ales, like dude, they're like the 4 different apple ales.
I'm actually trying to whip up some
Like
ciders.
Well, I'm saying like we can get ones that are like. Every now and then we'll do ones that you can get at every store. Like we'll do like a
Like
mini-
Woodchuck
I'm
versus
working
Angry
on
Orchard.
one.
like Angry Orchard versus Woodchuck,
Woodchuck, yeah,
with
Reds.
Reds, yeah. Or we could do like,
I'm working on a PA local one.
all right, or we can do like the Miller episode where it's like Miller Light, Miller Genuine Draft. Like we'll try to do one
Dude,
of
you
each
said,
Miller.
like what the hell's the new Keystone Light one they just put out? It's like a cherry lime Keystone Light. I saw it at the Craft House today.
But I think that'd be fun if we did like the Coors episode, the Miller episode. Like we just tried different. Like that'll be our gimmick, and then we do beers at the end of it. Like
Yeah,
beers.
we'll think of someone. Yeah, if you have ideas for a shootout, let us know. We would love to do it. The
I think our shootout thing is going to be a
the
good
seltzer one was
episode
fucking hilarious.
idea.
It was funny. Like
It was. I loved it.
like just going back and like I hate listening to our own podcast. So like just going back and listening to myself because I think I
oh, you
sound-
went back and listened to it?
Yeah, and I'm like this is actually fucking funny.
I actually laughed my ass off. I listened to it like maybe like twice, maybe.
Wow.
So I go back
I
and
liked
listen to
it.
like what stupid shit did I say that I probably shouldn't have, and then I'm like, oh, that was actually really funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
no, I don't think
on.
any of this is anything bad.
Or not so much
No,
that
it's
it's more
just-
so much I thought it was funny and it wasn't.
What did you get this one again? 375.
Yeah, I really like it. It's a good. It's almost like I said. It's like this tastes like the Trogs sour or the tart ales. It doesn't taste like an IPA, like a sour
Okay.
IPA,
Ben?
but it's good. I like it.
I'd probably roll with Andy's decision on that at 3.75. I'm not just trying to piggyback on everybody when I say that, but
Yeah, yes.
oh, cut it the fuck
You're
out,
a
man.
fucking
Cut it the fuck out.
as I slide my finger, you're a fucking piggybacker, bitch.
Yeah, and you fucking piggybacked on a 375 too.
I did. I had it at a 4. I went with 375.
No, you didn't need. We
No,
didn't need to bully ya.
I think it's a good beer, but I don't think it's a 4 yet.
Well, the main thing I'm saying is like just having Hudson Valley sour IPAs and then having this. Like, I would say this is like a good, like as close as you can get. Like
I think
outside the area.
I think if you never had a sour before, I think that's a good one to go for.
that is a solid one. Like
it's
Andy
not overtly
said,
sour.
it's tart.
It's good, like a juice flavor.
juice.
Juice.
Just making sure that.
Soapy.
All right, Ben, pop this bottle.
You were playing with it. It's right there, right hand. There you go.
It's hard to find them on the table. It just disappears.
It just blends in with the stickers.
It'd be fun if that thing just snaps. And you're like, oh, that bottle opener worked well.
All right. All right, and this is a saison. What kind of saison is this?
Looks like champagne. A little bit of the bubbly.
a barrel-aged Saison conditioned on fresh
barrel-aged.
plums and second-use cherries from 2019 Cherry Marius.
Does it say what kind of barrel it's aged in?
It does not say,
Probably just oak.
but I will definitely pull that up after I'm done with mine.
Smells like wine.
I feel this is gonna be like a rosé.
What is this called?
Ghost. I think it's Ghost Marius. I'll pull that up. That's from Forest and Maine.
All right, Saison.
Marius is in what, like M-A-R?
Marius.
Yes, and that's the plum and cherry one, the first one that comes up.
All right, so 6%. It has 183 check-ins, so not many people have had this
This
beer.
is a full pour, gentlemen. This is a big bottle.
Yeah, I can go a little more. This is a 422 average check-in. Good for them. Let me just give a little bit of a rundown of the brewery, and then I'll have Ben do the
ABV in the description.
Yeah, so Forest and Maine, another PA beer. We have 2 BA beers in the house. They have 717 beers. They average a 3.9. That smells really good. It averages a 3.92. Not much in the description here on Untapped. It just says neighborhood brew pub specializing in English and Belgian style beers. They are on Facebook and on Twitter. And they're located in Ambler, PA on Main Street, 61 North Main Street. It's 68.6 miles from here right now. Just putting that out there. I've had 3 Forest and Maine beers. I had the Only Breath. I gave that a 3. Play About Friendship. I gave that a 3. And a Productive Sleep Paralysis. I gave that a 3. So can this be the one that breaks the mold?
This tastes like wine.
Yeah, it smells like it actually smells really
It's
good.
like a dry rosé.
It's not my bag.
No?
It's like a Zinfandel. It's almost like a white Zinfandel.
See, this is a problem with this shit, because, like, beer strays too far from being beer, and this
I think you're
strays too
very
far.
into your style.
No, this is definitely.
and I think
beer.
this show makes you kind of go out of your comfort zone. Like, these aren't beers that you would normally
This is
try.
this definitely. It doesn't like. I normally hate saisons. I don't know if it's the yeast or whatever grains they use for it, but something. I think it's that Belgian yeast that I don't usually like, or if it's like a wild ale. But this one's okay. Like, it doesn't have that, like, I want to say saisoniness to it, but like if I drink a saison,
I got
like,
a little bit of the back half of it.
it's like a little hint. I definitely get the wood and like the tart cherry.
We got to wood
That
this
should be a
shit
fucking sommelier bullshit.
It's like watered down. It tastes like water meets beer meets wine.
Yeah, it's
very light.
it's like a sparkling like white Zinfandel.
Yeah, it smells fantastic. It actually has a decent taste, but
It's not terrible.
it doesn't taste like it would get me drunk.
It tastes vinegary to me.
Yeah, I mean that could be the wine side of it. It's like if you like let wine sit too long.
Yeah,
it
it's
turns
got like
vinegar.
it tastes like vinegar.
Yeah, I could taste that. How old is this?
Yeah, how old is this bottle?
When did I get it? Oh, I think I got it like near, like maybe December-ish.
So here's the thing with
It's
us.
like 3-4 years old.
Bottles tend to sit for us because we didn't have people that we didn't have enough people to do episodes, so it would just be me and Ben. So when we did like 3 cans and a bottle, it would, like, between 2 of us, he's fucking sleeping on my couch.
Yeah.
So now that we have enough people, we can do like 4 or 5 cans and a bottle, and we all leave here fine. You know what I mean? So sometimes bottles have sat a little longer than they probably should have.
No, that's honestly for usually beers that are bottled like this. That's usually okay.
Yeah, they're
Like,
made to
it's,
sit.
It's the high hop beers that have a problem sitting. Like they're the ones that
Okay.
lose character and break down. Like stuff like a saison. Like you could age this in a fucking cellar for like 3 years and come back and drink it, and it might
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It is a 6% alcohol by volume.
Because that's
beer.
that's like a fucking champagne bottle.
This was
It's got like the
bottled
punt in the bottom and everything.
Yeah, this was bottled October 16th, 2019.
So
So
it's
I
not
got,
that old. Like I said, if you let this sit for a year, it might even be better.
so 5 months roughly.
Yeah, it's not horrible. I mean,
No, it's not. I mean,
it's definitely not something I would go out of my way to
No.
go find. Like, if I seen that, I would pass it up. But because someone had me try it, I like it.
Cracking a bottle of this and sitting around and drinking it, I'd be cool with.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to like, oh my god, I gotta keep having that beer.
That's like kind of like if I was like dating some girl, I would have something like that. You know what I mean?
It's like a
that's-
kind of cross between a wine and a beer.
It's like
I think that's the like with the fruit and like the barrel agedness, it like brings out that like wine-ish character. But I mean, it's a saison, it's a beer, so.
Because when I actually went to the actual brewery. It's a huge brewery where it is, and they really specialize in saisons and like different stuff, like double dry hop stuff and like IPAs. They actually collaborate with the Veil, and they had the lowest ABV saison that I've ever had. It was like 3.5. That's like telling you something about them. But the one guy is, I bought 2 bottles from here. I have another one that's in the back of the fridge and back of the beer fridge, and he said this one's gonna taste pretty good, but the other one is kind of like syrupy. I'm like kind of a little hesitant to actually break it out. That's the only reason why I picked this one instead, just to see how it is. But if anything, it is a 6%, and it's a barrel-aged saison conditioned on second-use cherries from Marius and 400 pounds of fresh Three Spring Farms plums.
Cool.
It's all local.
Yeah, I think the
Cool
plum
place,
taste gets me, but the cherry tastes nice.
Yeah, like that tart cherry is there. The plum is it's kind of muted. But like, it just tastes like a white Zinfandel to me.
So who's able to make it? You won't make it tomorrow, and you said you won't either.
Tomorrow I can't do.
So just
I might be
me,
able
you, and
to
my
do-
dad. I think
I might be able to do Sunday. I'm not 100% yet, so I'll let you know. ASAP.
Okay.
Whoa.
Sunday will pretty much for all of them. Just you're there for them, right? All right. So it just be if worst comes to worst, we do it that way. But for tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure what beers they have. I haven't gone and scouted it out yet.
They posted stuff on Facebook
Did they?
already, yeah.
Are they anything?
I saw that. I mean, it's not really Irish, but I saw they have Evo 3, which is good.
I think they're saving the Irish beers for us that day.
What else?
I'm going to
did I
guess
see that they
Guinness,
had?
Murphy's, maybe? I don't know.
Oh,
I like a Killian's
they have
Irish
Flight
Red,
on
too.
tap.
Flight, yeah. You know what? I like Killian's.
Killian's Irish Red. My
That used
dad
to be
liked
one
to
of my
drink that for like
go-tos,
the
like,
longest time.
Flying Dog's Irish beer was good.
When I used...
The Irish SOB or whatever, the drunk SOB.
Yeah. Back in my like underage drinking days, we used to love... Like, we used to always get Killian's Red for some reason, because it was like it was a beer. It wasn't like fucking Natty Light. And it was cheap. It was like $18 a case. But like, I grabbed a 6-pack not too long ago. It's still like $5, and it's solid. It's good.
So we're gonna start filming an hour before the doors open. So we're gonna start at 3:00. We're gonna get there for 3 and start. I want to film right away. I want
other
I want
commitments,
to
yeah.
not just that. I want to get it done before the crowd comes in, and then we'll stay set up and have our equipment. And then people can come up and they can have a beer with us and talk. But yeah, I'm not going to be there all night. Yeah.
Oh, no way, no.
Are you going to come with us to see the show?
Maybe not. I don't know. Because
It's Clue.
literally
Colonel
getting
Mustard.
finally
He's
stuff
a son
done.
of a bitch.
Yeah. I'm leaving it at that. I'm almost done.
You're
I'm,
moving in soon.
Literally almost done.
Colonel Mustard.
And then
motherfucker.
today I asked the guy, because he's going to be putting the molding. I'm like, hey, like, we're going to the Harris Brewing. I told him all about it. He's like, what time do you want me to come there? I'm like, to be there. I'm like, 9:00. He's like, done. I'll be done in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
And then you're ready to move in.
and we're literally move my bed and all that, and then go with everybody, and then for the whole day. So I have a busy weekend too.
When will you be moved in and living there? By this week?
By next week.
By next week.
By next week.
Wow, Ben's going to be in his home.
Nice.
And you're gonna be like, holy shit, swanky.
When's the
place.
first time you're going to jerk off? Just by like Ben's
Oh,
gonna go,
He already did.
Ben's going to go in and he's going to play the porn with no headphones on. He's going to be like, I can watch porn and not have
On my 70-inch television.
I gotta watch because like the walls aren't that.
Fuck it, it's your house.
Yeah, I know, but
You want to hear a funny story?
oh god.
I hope my neighbor doesn't listen to my podcast, but
No,
no, I'm telling it. I'm already here.
All right, you're pulling
So
the trigger.
me and Heidi first moved into this house, right? And like, now we've been living.
Fucking ass slamming sex. Oh my god.
Yeah, we went in like monkeys, like you know what I mean. So like it was our first time in the house. Like we weren't living with parents. We weren't doing anything. And
I know that the ass slamming sex was a segue. Oh my.
we just go in. Like we are making noises that are probably not even real, but we're doing it because we can. We're homeowners and we don't have to fuck around anymore. And we're just in the moment. just scream. Like, it sounds like we're working out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's bad. Like, and I'm in my A game. I'm just going in and doing what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I'm saying fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then we we pass out, we fall asleep, we wake up the next day to church bells. Just, I'm like, oh my God, I never thought, like, fucking church bells. Like, I hate church bells. Like, I lived behind 3 churches my whole life, and then all we hear is, honey, get ready for school. And it sounds like they're in our room. And I was like, I can't look at my neighbor. And she's like, oh, I don't hear anything. I'm like, I love you to death. You're my favorite neighbor in the whole world, but you fucking heard every second of that.
She's having a good time.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart. My neighbor's fucking fantastic.
Could you imagine if she heard you?
She 100%
too,
did.
and like
She 100%.
she's just like laughing her ass off the whole time. Like, yep, that was way back when.
She 100% heard us. 100%.
That's great.
But Steph is a fucking Steph. I love her to death. She's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
She's fucking.
yeah, whatever. Like,
First time I met her,
there's open stuff that I get told, and then he comes back. And he's like, I'm done. I'm like, oh,
fucking.
All right.
First time I meet her, we pull up and we're looking at the house before we officially get to go in and see stuff, and we see her out on her back porch, and I'm like wearing a T-shirt with Calvin pissing on the Cowboys, and it says Tony or Dallas sucks, Romo swallows, and I meet my neighbor wearing it. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm a degenerate. And she's like, fuck the Cowboys, and she's like, oh my God, I fuck the Cowboys, but my neighbor is probably gonna be weird. All right, Jason, you already chugged it. Where are you at with this one?
It's like a 2.25.
Not your style of beer.
5. I'll give it a 2.5.
2.5? Okay.
Yeah, because yeah.
It's fair to say, you're an IPA guy. This is not your normal go-to beer.
I mean, I stand by if I was like dating some chick or something.
You're trying to impress her.
Crack that out, you know. It seems like
has anyone you've been to this brewery, right, Ben?
yes.
Food, what are we looking at here? Is there food? What's the situation?
There is food. It's just like maybe like kind of like those old cardboard boats, and they do like certain food styles.
So like bar food.
Like bar food, yeah. It's like enough to get you by. Like, put it this way, I think I spent like maybe like $20. I got like 2 drafts and 2 things of food.
Okay.
So the food is definitely not. It's not bad. It's I think they did like fresh cut French fries and stuff. I forget exactly what I got, and like chicken tenders and all too.
Okay.
And it wasn't bad. It definitely was not bad. It was like well worth the price point, and it was just what you wanted.
Yeah, I think so far when it comes down to food at a brewery, it's really hard for me right now to beat Tattered Flag. Their food is fucking amazing.
They have good stuff.
Yeah. Now, Funks. What do we think? What are we talking
Funks,
about?
So I think the Elizabeth. I've never been to the Elizabethtown one. I think they have an actual menu.
Oh, I didn't. No, I don't know that either.
I think they have actual food. Mm-hmm. The one in Emmaus, the brewery itself, they do food trucks. Mm-hmm. So they do featured food trucks.
Sometimes food trucks are fantastic.
Dude, yeah. So I don't think there was anyone there. Was there someone there Sunday? I don't think there was anywhere there this Sunday. So we just had beers, but when we went to Yergis, there was some food truck that was like Asian inspired. I had these like carnita. It was like Mexican Asian like fusion shit. And I had these like banh mi carnitas. Holy shit, was it amazing. It was so fucking good.
Nice.
But yeah, they'll do like a feature food truck every certain days, which is awesome.
I forgot to do that earlier because I want to definitely tell, especially if they're PA breweries and we've been there, I want to kind of explain people like, hey, if you're not, like for me, for example, my wife is never going to try a beer. Never. She doesn't like beer. She hates the taste of beer. It's just not her thing. But food, she's in. So if I go somewhere and I'm like, hey, I want to go have some beers, and she's a food person, I can sell her on this place because of the food.
They probably had a food truck. We just didn't eat there, so I just didn't notice.
So maybe with Funks, you want to call it. You want to kind of maybe call ahead or check on
their Facebook
and check social media.
Yeah, they have their schedule up on their Facebook. The one time we were there, they had like gourmet hot dogs.
That's awesome.
Oh damn!
Fucking awesome. They had I got these like jalapeno cheddar bacon hot dogs. Mm-hmm. Holy fuck, was that awesome?
Yeah. So that's definitely something important to know going to a brewery, because if you're like, hey, let's make a day of it, you want to know if they serve food or not. You don't want to show up somewhere with the, oh shit, we have to eventually leave here and go get food.
That Foursquare in Gettysburg, their food was phenomenal.
Okay.
The fries were awesome. The food was really good.
Like saying it's actually like a gastropub.
What's that?
A gastropub.
It was just more just a
They have the beer, and then the gastropub just like craft beer, and then the food then too. So
that's sometimes kind of like weird shit though too. This is just like kind of. I'm into that stuff. I'm just saying this is like kind of
nothing wrong with
like
that.
they had pulled pork and like burgers and all that kind of stuff at Fourscore. Like their food was awesome.
What are you giving this beer?
2.75. Like I don't love saisons, but my normal saison score is between a 2 and a 2.5. So, like, I could drink this. I could drink probably that bottle. Like I could probably crack that with my wife and we would drink it. But like I would
watch a movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't like seek it out. It might be good with like some fish or something.
Yeah,
it might be a good. You know what? It might be a good food pairing type beer.
Yeah,
it's just something different, something that they specialize in. You know, I mean, I just picked it up. I'm just like, hey, we're
like if I like that
some
style more, I might be more inclined. But I also don't like. I think it tastes like White Zinfandel, and I don't like White Zinfandel.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely very winey.
It's like a semi-sweet rosé type wine.
I'm gonna review it and then I'm gonna go pee quick, and then you guys can crack the next one.
Whoa.
It is a 3.25 for me.
All right, I went a little high. I went a little high because I like saisons.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it.
All right, let's talk bad about Anthony. So,
Yo, fuck Tony, piece of shit.
Hey, let's get him. Let's get him out of that seat. But I gave it a 3.5. And no. I mean, I like the saison. I like saisons. It's tough to find like a saison that's actually pretty decent. And like, I would say 3.5. It's just something different. Tart cherries, plum. It works that like wild yeast magic and all then too. Yeah. Like really, only Tired Hands does saisons. Forced to Main kind of branches off, like in a way with saisons as well. They kind of like do that kind of like pull off of them then too.
Chatty Monks does a lemon drop saison that I actually really like. It's not that it doesn't have that like yeastiness to it, and it's they use like lemon drop hops and something else. So that actually is a pretty nice clean drinker. I
always make a good inside joke with the Rotunda boys because I always say like, hey, I want to make a saison called the French Twinkie saison, and it's just going to be a saison with Twinkies in it, and I just want to see how it
weird
turns.
As fuck.
Exactly. That's the exact reason why
I think people are going to think French Twink and think of a lot of something different.
Yes,
on that one.
That's exactly what I was shooting for too.
Like
actually, yeah, really, no pun intended, but yes, that's what I was shooting for, jokingly.
I think, shit. What was I just gonna say?
Jason's just like, what the fuck are you?
I had
talking
something
about?
I'm not a big saison fan, man.
Yeah, so, that's where I'm.
I just like, you know. I think I had a couple really decent ones. Like, I really like that fuzzy, like they say peppery, but I think it like tastes minty.
It's
and
almost like
when you get that fuzzy minty flavoring,
it's almost like
that's when you have a good saison, in my opinion.
Almost champagne carbonated.
Yeah.
Like what I'm thinking is a cool saison, and probably exists like a French 75 saison. If you ever had the cocktail, a French 75. So it's a mix of gin, lemon juice, and champagne. It's like a prohibition cocktail.
I gotta hang around with you for a weekend.
And
wow,
yeah. Dude, I love craft cocktails.
That's like a platonic thing, though.
Yeah, it's named after like a French machine gun from World War One. But no, it's a champagne based cocktail. Like I said, it's gin, lemon juice, like just pure lemon juice. I think there might be simple syrup in it. Depends. But and then you top it off with champagne, and I think a saison based on that might be really cool.
That would be really nifty
because it has that like dry champagne-iness to it. You could do like some lemon.
Yeah, that's certainly nifty.
Be kind of cool.
I think we're gonna hang out more often,
dude. I'm in. We'll have to go to some craft cocktail businesses.
All right, awesome. I have no problem with that. I have no problem in the slightest.
Oh, have fun babysitting.
I'm not going to be bad. I'm really not. No, ever since that night.
We'll put a leash on him.
Yeah. Bring an extra.
The GPS tracker.
So here's the thing: when I'm not doing episodes on Sundays, like that's kind of like the day that me and Heidi when we want to start going out to breweries, but we want to go to ones that have food. So if you're ever free on a Sunday, we can do it.
That's usually when our Sunday fun day. I think the last like 4 Sundays in a row I've been posting on the Facebook like, what are we drinking today?
100%.
Holy shit! Look how full this can is.
Yeah.
That is to the
Damn,
top.
That's like phenomenal.
And this one's a Goza.
This is the Goza. It's Dub Trop. I'm diving into this one.
Let's do it,
just flat out.
Go for it, buddy.
I don't know. For some reason, I always hit that like nice little like pour, and it goes.
I gotta hit up Notch 8 and Jim Thorpe for us someday because like
Jim Thorpe is a fun town.
So
we're gonna go figure it. Oh,
they do.
we're gonna go figure 8 there, Andy. All right.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Whatever.
well, I
It's all
skipped
right.
Tony.
Round the horn. All right.
But Notch 8, like they have all, like I said,
He lets me pour it first so I don't steal it on him when he's taking his
Hey,
picture.
motherfucker.
He's like, I swear you're doing a
No,
No,
I
that's a
swear, like-
smart move. That's seriously
Well,
a
no,
smart
like
move.
I'm like every time I go to take the picture, I'm like, he fucking.
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
are
oh.
you trolling me?
I'm like, oh, I look at the can here and I'm not paying attention that he's taking a
I
picture.
completely,
like-
I completely
I'm
know
like,
that's.
are you just fucking with me now?
I
mean,
completely
come
know
on.
it's not intentional. Tony just read it, and he's like, "Son of a bitch!" Like,
Because in my head, I'm like, oh shit, he didn't pour yet, and you're just letting it sit there, and I'm not realizing you're taking a picture. I'm just like,
I'm like, you don't realize this yet?
I caught on.
Like I said, Notch 8 would be a cool. Like their food is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You know what I want to try too? Stable 12.
Stable 12.
that's in
Right.
Phoenixville.
I have a
Phoenixville?
lot of Stable 12. Their sugar coated pony kisses is really good.
Yeah, I know they do the Penn State beer, the We Are beer.
And they also did the Dayman beer too. They did
Yeah.
a collaboration.
They do a lot of like Always Sunny and
Oh, nice.
and Philadelphia Eagles, like sport. They're very sports
cool.
teams oriented.
Oh dear
yeah.
God.
that and
That's a Goza.
wow.
Hooch.
That's like fucking a cucumber.
Hey, yeah.
That's like a cucumber. The scent of that.
Wow. No, man.
Wow.
That is
melon.
fucking sour. Holy shit.
That doesn't. I don't get cucumber. Hold on.
God damn.
That smells like a dentist's office.
Oh, that's cucumber, definitely.
Holy fuck.
So what's in the? What's in
You're
this
gonna hate
Goza?
next week.
Holy fuck.
You're gonna hate next
What's in
week.
this Goza?
Well, we're gonna find out.
What is this?
Yo, if we're
God.
doing all sours next week, I like if there's that seat's open, I'm gonna make Rish fucking join it. She loves sours.
Okay, this is what Dub Trop is. It's a 7.2
Shit.
sour goza. It's a fruited one.
I see
Double
ya.
fruited with pineapple, passion fruit, and guava. Tart with showing from all
That's
the
what
fruit.
it is. Guava. I couldn't place it.
What
I'm
is this-
like,
what
that's fucking heavy guava.
That's fucking heartburn in a second. That's like instant fucking heartburn is what that shit is. Dear Lord.
I love when people,
I like it.
I love when people have a mental breakdown having sours. It's my.
I mean,
I used to be that person. My favorite one ever.
fucking that's heartburn in a second. Seriously.
There may be one Banging Beers episode where I do it without you guys. There may be one
What, me?
without
Me too.
everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. They want to do Banging Beers with Bitches Part 2, but they want to have like 8 girls in it. So I can't have the full squad plus their whole thing, and they want to do it at their place. So I might bring like the equipment and just watch, because we did it once where it was this group of girls that like craft beer, like they just drink, they don't care what's in front of them. And this girl, I went to school with, her name was Scylla. And we're all sitting there drinking, and we pour a sour, but we don't tell them that it's a sour. And she's like drunk, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm having a good time, right?" And she sips it, and she goes, and I'm watching her.
No, she takes a sip. No, I'll do it.
No, you don't even do it.
Aw.
That's what she did, but she's like into it.
I wish it was like. Did you ever see the Always Sunny episode where they give Cricket like a bunch of lemons? He's like,
Yeah, she
is tart.
like, and she's like, she realized she screamed in the microphone, and she goes, "I'm so sorry. That was the only thing my brain told me I can."
Dude, that is sour as fuck.
And the one girl.
What is this called?
This is Dub Trop.
I would name it sour as fuck. That's what I would call
Dub
it.
Trop.
Dub
Like
Trop.
D-U-B?
D-U-B. I tagged you guys in it. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's very
I got you guys
heartburning.
way ahead of the game. So.
I gotta power this, man.
7.2 Goza.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This
I
is
read it too.
7.2. That's high for a Goza.
Dude, we
Jesus.
hit some high fucking
Double
ABVs.
fruited with pineapple, passion fruit, guava, tart, showing all the sun. I don't know how you're getting fucking 1,729 check-ins. It averages a 724. I don't think it's gonna get that high from Jason.
Wait, a 724?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm not, it's a 724. It averages 424. I'm
okay, I was
sorry,
gonna-
424. Sorry.
I was like, wait, hold on. This one breaks the fucking
I should
solid
went.
5 out of
I
7.
should went in reverse with that one. Wow.
That's super fucking sour. That's like that's like a fucking warhead.
Hold on. I'll let you know.
Ah, it's fucking sour, man.
Oh, you didn't try it yet?
It's sour.
You're fucked for next week. That's not sour at all.
No, I mean it's good. I'm down with it, believe it or not. But
Hudson Valley. If you think this is Sally, Hudson Valley's gonna fuck you up.
I'm telling you,
Dude.
I like sours, man.
man.
Burley Oaks is my favorite sours.
Oh, dude, the dreams are.
Burley Oaks has
Hudson Valleys
amazing
are
sours.
Hudson Valleys are fantastic.
Well, look, I'll be the judge.
We had some. I have an
what are the ones from the
excellent
Vale?
lineup.
Where's Burley Oak from?
It's right
Berlin,
outside
Maryland.
Ocean City.
Berlin, Maryland.
We should do a Burley Oak versus Hudson Valley episode.
If we can get cans of dreams, Ben's gonna have to take a trip.
Well, I could try and work
Trade 'em.
something out. I'll see if my one
Yeah,
buddy
Burley
has
Oak is
them.
like
They have
5 miles from Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long. That's 4 hours, and that I'm like,
I will actually be going there in July, so maybe they'll have.
Yeah.
some
They
dreams.
usually have can releases at the end of the
That's
month.
tasty.
for
They're always
Burley
on a
Oak.
weekend though, and I'm going in the week.
I don't
It's
think
like-
that's
but maybe they'll have.
It's
some.
usually like 5 cans though that you get. I'm kind of weary about their IPAs because the last couple times I got their IPAs, they were fucking oxidized. I was so pissed.
The ones I had there were awesome.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. It's just like overall, like if you know you have issues with just the cans overall, please, for the love of God,
I think someone
it.
traded you garbage.
No, I bought them from the brewery.
Oh, really?
I bought them from the brewery and they were oxidized. I was pissed.
I can get Lost IPA right now from Burley Oaks if you want it. I mean, I know where it is.
Now, like they have with their
I'd like to
dreams.
try it. I've never had Burley Oak.
With their, you
decent
do. I think
IPA.
you did definitely
I?
have it. You
Craft House
hate
has some of
you
their
hate
stuff
the
every
sour
now and
game. When we were doing sours, you hated doing sours.
Oh, you had they're the small cans.
no,
I
no,
brought
they
home-
were
What
the
were the small cans you had? Like the apple pie and
Oh, they were
at
silhouette
Scott's.
from They were that was like the silhouettes from Hudson Valley. They were
Were
like
they?
the 5.5 percenters. They were really they were actually good for an actual like brunch if you were actually having.
Dude,
they were
we
brunch
did
style.
we did fucking
we did like
10
sours.
like
What
18
the hell are
beers.
the Tasties? Is that the Vale ones?
Yeah, they were right
they're
about
Can't
that.
do
fucking
Yeah.
that.
ridiculous,
Can't do that
too.
ever again.
What?
Can't have beers at Scott's house anymore
What? Because you pissed them off.
because he blocked me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Blocked me. He hates me.
I don't think that. You bring him a fucking beer. Or
It's
two.
here's what's crazy to me.
I wouldn't.
I'm
say
gonna talk about
hate
it. I'm gonna talk
I think
about it.
I don't think that. See, the whole thing is it's just this whole fucking political divide, which I don't like.
Had nothing to do with
Whatever, it is what
politics.
it is. But
Now you know
Religion.
Scob. He's a wild man. He's wild, right? Like
I honestly personally know-
I've
I've
gotten
seen him, but I
blackout
don't
drunk
know
with him on
about-
numerous occasions.
and we also had a whole bunch of tequila, and I just
Yeah,
fucking
like-
pounded like
the
3 or
Jesus
4
meme was
like
over the line.
mouthfuls.
Right. So like he would purposely jump on all my posts and talk like gay. Not I don't want to say anti-gay, but like he'll bring up gay and transvestites or transgender. Sorry, because transvestite's not the word to say there. I apologize. Transgender
Unless
stuff.
you're from transsexual Transylvania.
Yes, unless yeah, and I love Rocky Horror Picture Show, so that's my pass. Unless he brings up transgender, he brings up gay rights, he brings up race, he brings up all these crazy topics, and then he was so offended by the Super Bowl halftime show that he had a 200-page comment section going on my one post. And I posted a picture of Jesus sprinkling salt on the earth and said, "Here, because I love you so much, here's coronavirus." And he's like, "Too far, I'm blocking you." I was like, "What?"
I'm like, Jesus would have thought that was funny.
Yeah, he's a sense of humor. He made me. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, let it blow over.
I don't
That's
care,
not
but I
bad.
just think it's out of everything that this man has done his whole life, he blocked
Like,
me
that's
over,
what
Look,
we're gonna
I've
block
said
out.
over
some-
a Jesus post.
I've said stuff with people that they got pissed off at me too. I mean, it happens. There's
Calm down,
stuff.
fatty.
What? I'm not fat.
You-
big
Yeah, and then the mom got drunk and she's like, "How dare you? She has a problem." Like, first of all,
All right, here's what happened.
no.
I called Heidi fat at a bar, being funny, and then someone else there called themselves fat, and then Ben, being drunk, and we're all friends, made
not
a joke.
drunk, but just
You were buzzed.
playing along with
Yeah,
the
and
joke.
he's like, "Hey, have another chicken wing, chubby, like or
Or like,
fatty
no,
or
I
something."
said, "Good job, fat ass."
Oh yeah, good job, fat ass. And it was just all of us joking around the whole night, and then Ben made that one comment, and it was just like fucking to the moon. It went.
Armageddon. What are you body shaming me for?
Yeah.
And then like 2 months later, like we were at a block party and the girl's mom was drunk and she's just like,
She would've
"Why
fucked-
did you say that?"
She would've fucked
I'm
you
like,
up.
"What?" And she's
She
like,
fucking choke slammed you.
I would have been like, who are you?
pretty much I was just like, "Okay." And she's just like, "You know she has problems." I'm like, didn't know, and then
So does Ben.
And then yeah, I have problems
Like, so
too,
I bitch.
but
I don't like I have problems.
and it was funny because like the girl that actually said that to like to her mom about, she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Ben. I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Well, too fucking late. You shouldn't even have said anything in the first place. Well, what the fuck's wrong with you?" And then my buddy's just like, "What the fuck just happened?" I'm like, I don't know. I really don't care. Let's just get hammered. And then we went to Scobbs and we drank the whole time.
that night, same night.
Same night.
Yeah,
We,
drank a
had
lot of
like
beers.
how many? No, that was like another block party, not you included. But
Oh,
it was a different night.
the night we drank, we found out about the drive-in story. Can we talk about it?
And you know what the funny thing is?
Remember a while ago?
Well,
I said,
wait.
Remember a while ago I said there's,
you know what?
there's a story I need you to
I'm going to dig
remind me?
myself a hole here. I just want to dig myself a hole because I'm going to be such a good sport about it,
All
right? So when
This is awesome.
Al Bianalowski's dad passed away like 3 weeks ago.
That's
so
sad.
And he's about as old as my dad, maybe like a little bit younger. And so working like late shift, doing caffeine pill. I'm not even going to even speculate that. I apologize for that. I don't know the circumstances, but other than that, the guy was pretty much run ragged.
He worked his ass off.
Pretty much.
He
Yeah.
was a man.
Pretty much. Yeah.
A man's man. He worked
And-
his ass off for his family.
And so anyhow, well, Rusty Anilowski, Kelly, my mom and dad were like, "Hey, let's come on over to our place," right? And they were in the garage, and like everybody came. Certain people.
Are you
came
telling a
over.
completely different story?
Yeah, I'm telling a completely different. Well, let me get to the point. So we have a 50.
I have no idea what's going on.
My dad has a 55 Cadillac, and basically he was showing Rusty, and he's like, "Oh yeah, me and Mary Lynn were in the back of the Cadillac, right?" And he starts nudging me in the arm, and he's looking at me. He's like, huh? Like he thinks
Like that you were born.
He fucked my mom in the back of a Cadillac, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go." I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I'm not going to say this story, but just for the shits and giggles that I'm going to get from off of Tony.
This is such a funny story.
So
No, when this story is being told, I am fucking 18 beers deep. Like, we have been drinking all fucking
we
night.
weren't even drinking that much.
What?
I mean,
There was a fucking
drinking.
pyramid of beers.
We had about like 17, 18
That's not
beers,
counting
but
what
we
we were
were like
drinking at the block party.
we were pouring like maybe like 3 or 4 ounces.
But that's not even counting. I let the block party black out because we were hiding beers in the guy's yard, and we bought the same beers that were being served at the block party.
What the hell?
So
You did that.
we scouted what the block party was selling.
I
and
literally
then
came from a Hudson Valley release and got all those beers
Yo,
that same night. I'm like,
we scouted.
fuck.
I scouted what was so everyone else bought like a 24 case of the same style of bottles that were being served at Miller Lite.
Nice.
Like they weren't the glass bottles; they
Yeah.
were the aluminum ones. So I was like, I'm one step ahead. I'm gonna go buy a bunch of craft beers. When I drink my craft beer, go back to the yard and just fill my aluminum bottle up with another craft beer. I drank all fucking day. I was smushed.
I do that at the Minersville block party. So if you guys want to come to that this year, because like I live literally like half a block away from it, so like I'll get like a cup at the beer stand, and then I'll drink my lager, and then I'll go back to my house and pour something I want to drink into.
Yeah.
And then go back to the block party.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I do support firefighters. So
Oh, yeah. I bought the tickets.
Yeah, I will 100% buy. I will give you all the tickets in the world, but I'm gonna drink what I want to
Yeah,
drink.
I bought all the tickets, so like they got the money.
Yeah. So I'm hammered. We go to Scobb's house to drink all these beers, and then go ahead, Ben.
So we had a whole bunch of beers, and then I get a text message from my mom, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "We're at Scott's," and she's like, "Oh, me and Betty are coming over." I'm like, "Okay." My dad fucking hammered.
Ham bone.
My mom's just like, "Oh, hey, this is great. Going over to Scobb's, blah blah blah," and then like it's just me, Tony, and Scobb just chilling.
And you
out.
know me when I'm me in general, and then me drunk. I'm just pulling stories out of Ben's dad.
Nice.
Just pulling them, and then somehow because it's me, porn comes up. I don't know how, I don't know why, but porn comes up, and Ben's dad goes, when I was your age, we used to go to the porn drive-in," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, we used to go to a porn drive-in." And it would. Do you want me
I think he was just like, no, he said more along the lines of, "Oh, we used to go into a drive-through with the naughty movies or whatever," just because, like, that's just how he was.
And he said, "I remember the one time it was me and Ben's mom and my buddy Jim or whatever." And I look at Ben and I was like, "Do you remember a threesome?" I was like, and then we just made this like. Now, obviously, when this happened, Ben wasn't even thought of or even close to being born. But then the ongoing joke was, born was born was Ben.
Ben was.
My God! Ben was born at a drive-in threesome porn.
Go home, you're drunk. Oh my God!
Man.
And that's been the joke for like. Ben's dad might not be his dad, but knowing his dad, he's 100%. He won the race. Ben's mom is a fucking sweetheart. She's a sweet woman. I love Ben's mom.
There was only one craft beer I actually let them try that they might actually like. My mom gets really bad like acid reflux. So
yeah, I'm gonna have it after tonight.
And no, she's just born with it. Like even like one like touch of like even Miller Lite, she'll get it.
Yeah.
And she had the other half Monkish collab. It was that like really like wild one, the strawberry like graham cracker one. She's like, oh, this is pretty good. You're not gonna give me heartburn. And my dad actually had it then too, and he goes, pretty good fucking beer. I'm like, oh, like pretty good fucking beer. I'm like, oh, there we go.
When we go to
I was with you with the Nesquik. So
oh yeah, Hershey syrup or Nesquik?
Nesquik.
Get that powder bullshit out of here.
Suck it,
Jason. Hershey syrup or Nesquik?
It's falling asleep there. I'm sorry. What?
Take your pick. Take your pick.
Hershey syrup.
Oh, you scumbag!
I like both, but I feel it takes a lot more Hershey syrup.
Is Magic Shell like Hershey syrup?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I like Magic Shell.
I like
to make chocolate milk.
No, when it hardened
No,
on the
No,
ice
we're
cream.
talking about to make chocolate milk.
I think it's a
Nesquik
special thing.
I'm going with Magic Shell. I don't care.
No, I think that's the Smucker's hard shell where you basically pour it onto the ice
that's a
cream
different
and then you're
ice
like you
cream
crack
and
it with
it,
the
like,
you
froze.
crack it with the freaking
All
back
right,
of the
Ben.
spoon.
Last beer of the night. Dub Trop. What are you giving it?
325.
What the fuck did I give it? 3.5, I think.
Yeah. Because we've all zoned out. At
Yeah,
this point.
3.5.
Yeah.
3.5.
Like it's a solid goza. Like it hits all the goza notes. It's got
Yeah.
that little bit of saltiness to it.
I
It's
also give it a
sour.
3.5.
The guava definitely boom right there.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.5 as well.
It's a solid goza.
3.25.
It'd be a
for
great.
me.
3.25.
It'd be a great ice cold summer beer.
Yeah. All right. Here we are. We're gonna
Wow.
eliminate the crowler because it's not. We just kind of did that to try it because
Growler.
the growler. Sorry.
Growler.
Growler. Crowler's a can. Growler's a bottle.
There you go, buddy.
All right. Jason, you start.
Well, if I had to do the crowler, that would have, or the growler would have been my favorite because that was definitely my choice of.
You went with the bottle.
No.
No, he's
I'm
just
in
looking
there.
over stuff and things.
The funk.
All right. Ben.
But Toppling Goliath is the best. King Size.
Wow. Okay.
We'll have to get a can of it
I can get cans of it.
to give it a fair shake,
tell
or
Brett to
fill that growler
order
to
it.
the top, and we just drink the whole thing.
Yeah. I would definitely.
Or go to his house and
say-
play video games.
Yeah,
and
that
drink
works too. We could do like just a reenact, like a redo.
I would definitely say the one that really got me. I would say just because it was just so different. I just really liked that one.
Andy.
Funks. I absolutely love that beer. Like that, it just
Beer of the night.
I have no. Hey, not. Yeah, that would have been
like everything
definitely
was
a second
great
one for me. So.
Like I liked everything, but that Lucent Realms, like I said, I'm like fuck. I wish I had like extra money. I would have bought a case of it home.
You know what? It really pisses me off whenever you're whenever you buy beer and you're just trying it out, and then all of a sudden you have like a 4-pack of it, and you look at the three remaining beers in your fridge, and you're like, son of a
That's
bitch.
what I was
what
so
a
sad. I'm
great
like, fuck.
beer.
I gotta
Like,
save this one for the show. God damn it.
Side of the fridge is a pair of scissors. Grab her quick.
Sure.
That's what I was like. God damn it. I gotta save this for the show. Fuck.
Oh, I appreciate it because it's.
No. I thought it was. That's like I loved it so much. I wanted to bring it. I thought you guys would really dig it. So
When you guys bring beers, do you? This is a question. This is just my. Do you have a beer and you're like, yo, this could win beer of the night?
sometimes I thought that was gonna be it. Actually, that was
That's good to know because that means I know you're bringing like
bringing that one in. Like I said, this just got better the more I had it.
I'm not trying to say that I didn't like the beer. I really that was a very close second. Just due to the fact that I buy different stuff.
When I buy beer, I look at beer and I go, I've never had this. Let's try it on the show and see how it works out. But this is one that he's had, and he's like, you know what? I think this can win tonight. So I think that's a good. There's two different dynamics.
Yeah, like when
I
had it on draft, it was amazing, and I gave it a 4.25 originally, and then as I drank the 4-pack, I'm like, fuck, this beer's. I want more of them. They may still have cans of them, but I don't think I'll be able to get down.
Funks
again.
is on the table. There it is. Let's get funky. Ben Askren was a UFC fighter. That was his thing. Fuck you, Ben Askren.
When they put their pipe dream out again, I'll have to get that because the Mario can.
Yeah, I have a can of that. I actually had 2 cans. One was a good one, and then my one buddy's just like, hey, I know this is a very old can. I am giving you a fair warning. It was like a gym sock. I'm like, all right. No, he gave me fair warning, so I'm like,
beer
fair
2.
enough.
Beer number 2. You want to start, Ben?
Mine was definitely that.
All right, well,
one,
that's
so.
out of the question now. So yeah, I have to pick a beer 2.
Okay.
Okay. Jason.
I guess this. I still think that Toppling Goliath's the best. So I'm going home and drinking that. All go fuck yourselves.
I agree with Metaform. I would go with that with number 2.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good. That was definitely a good one. That was just like the drinkability of that one was actually pretty fucking tasty.
All right, third place. We'll start with Jason, and we'll end with Ben.
Oh God. I guess a shit show right there.
Okay, Andy.
I'm actually gonna go with this guy. Like, even though I didn't love it, I thought it was a cool beer.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was great. Like I said, it would be a great like food pairing beer.
Yeah.
Or like Jay said, fucking like having like, all right, I'm seeing this girl and like she likes wine, I like beer. This is kind of a middle ground.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool concept. I thought it was well
It's
executed.
like getting your pants first time beer or something.
I don't love saisons, but I thought this is a cool beer. Like, I really like that Goza. That would probably be my number 2, but I think I like this guy.
My number 2, I'm gonna put it on
Number 3, you mean?
My number 3, I'm gonna put it on Ben's shoulders here.
Beersheimers is really kicking in.
I'm gonna put it on your shoulders, Ben. You determine number 3.
Well, this is where we're gonna be fucking split.
All right. So
I'm not kidding you. I you know what? I liked. If I would have to say these 3 and that one would get an honorable mention. But due to the fact that I picked that one first, it's kind of like out for me.
Yeah,
that's
a smart way to go about it. I respect that decision. All right, you're the tiebreaker. You're not a tiebreaker, but you have to pick one that
you got to really.
But you didn't. You can't pick. You can't pick the one you picked.
Well, I mean, look.
Out of these 4.
I mean, the honest opinion is the Toppling Goliath is number 1. This is number 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also,
and then number 3 is was this the IPA? Yeah, that's
Double,
number 3.
yeah.
So you move that one up, Andy.
I'll go to that then.
All right, Ben.
It's like fucking chess.
See, this is 2 ahead. This is 1 ahead. If I had to pick my 3rd, I can't pick this one because this was my pick already. I would go 3 stars. So the winner would be this.
Yeah, that's
Toppling Goliath, which I will agree, I think was probably a really good beer, and I definitely
I want to give it a fair shake.
But it you could definitely tell it didn't have the same quality.
I could tell it would probably be up there with that.
100%. It would
like
probably be the beer of the
can
night,
or like right out of your tap.
Yeah,
probably right up there with it.
Keep in mind though, we want to do well. We got it out of the growler. We're going to give it a second opinion when we have it off tap, and then really give it a legitimate rating. Like, that's how I truly feel about it, and I don't mind even doing that.
Yeah, too. I mean, still, I gave it a 4.25 even just off the growler.
Yeah,
so.
it 100% had a different characteristic because it came out of it was transferred a little bit. I think it's still a great beer, and I definitely enjoyed it, but I definitely can't put it as high as some of the other ones because it just because of how we got it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going home and enjoying it on draft.
And you should. Yeah. You 100% should. I don't disagree with that one bit. I think it was a good beer, but I think if it was on can tonight, I think it definitely would have ran away with it. Or if we would have had it off your tap system, it definitely would have won tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
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 No, it was super solid. I would love that. I got to try it on draft or out of the can. But yeah, just for something, this took me. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, like again, I had the Toppling Goliath on draft, but this is, I mean, having everything in its full perspective, this is definitely my second favorite.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've never had a Funks. That's definitely my favorite Funks I've ever had.
Double citrus is awesome. I can't remember what the hell their Hefeweizen is called. The Silent Disco is really good. Dude,
Which can are you keeping?
I'm gonna keep the Holmes ones.
Dude, I drank like...
Can I cut a logo off the Holmes?
No.
It won beer of the night. It's got to go on the table.
The Eagles. So we had when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl.
I just want that. Yeah.
Just go down straight line.
When the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, my father-in-law, I told him, like, yo, the Eagles make it, we're going to have the Super Bowl party at my house. So we did. So we had, like, all of Rich's family over and some friends.
Hold on.
Hang on. No, I'm just cutting a little bit.
And I was, like, 8 Silent Discos in, and I was fucking hammered. Just cursing.
Oh, you want the band logo?
Bill Belichick the whole time was great.
I want something to look at, too, while I'm here.
Fuck. What the hell? Double citrus is amazing from Funk. Murmur is really good.
Be careful what you're putting that over.
That's why I'm trying to look.
And Murmur is a Imperial Double. They have a rye pale ale.
I like it, Ben, but I don't think it deserves
good.
a whole spot at the table. That's just me, though.
What the hell is the one? Prop is really good.
Go ahead.
Send it.
What
That's
about like right here?
Over the Twitter logo?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna try and like finagle it.
Funk has a like double dry hop Hefeweizen called Send It. Phenomenal.
How's that?
Good.
So good. And like I said, I don't normally like Hefeweizens, but that one's just fucking awesome.
If somebody pulls up, is like, well, how did I get here?
All right. So clever.
He was just
I know.
on SNL last week.
Yeah, I think it was a good episode. I dig it. It was good. Last week was tough, man. They were really all close. This was really close too.
I like the fact that it's close and we really have to think about it, kind of like exercise. Like we're not just going in and be like, oh hey, we like this beer. We like very easily. I think it's just the fact that
unless Jason brings one, then that's the number one of the night. That's just he brings the one he thinks is the number one, and everything else is number two. But it happens.
Well, that's fine because I did the same thing today.
I mean, look, it's a close runner,
All right. Do you think there was different characteristics to that beer from your tap to what we had tonight?
And I think there's obvious ones.
I do too.
Obvious. I think the biggest
definitely.
one is that, like,
I don't know, and I don't really care because, like,
honestly,
I like it.
Tasting both, was there a difference?
the carbonation escaped into the growler.
Yes,
right.
Which I think is
what happened,
yeah.
and that kind of adds to that portion of it. But like I said, I still gave it a 4.25 even when it was flat.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, it doesn't matter if you like it or not. I'm going home to it, so I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I got that and that Papa Hop from Rotunda on tap.
Oh, do you really? So you have this one on tap as well?
Yeah.
That's a good tap system right
So
there. You have two good beers.
I got 2 Dippas on tap.
Dippa.
Well, here's the thing. Saturday night after we do our whole thing at the thing, are you doing anything next Saturday?
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
Probably next Saturday I'm free, but this Saturday's a blowout for me.
No, I can't do this Saturday.
Yeah.
We have next Saturday. I said I'm donate my time from 10 to 3.
Yeah.
Later on that
I
night,
don't have
if you
anything
guys are
going
free,
on.
we'll
Yeah.
go over and play his arcade machine. It's a really good time.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be up.
I don't want to invite everyone to your house, but I'm just saying if we can go over, have a couple, and
It's fine, man.
and game plan for the next day about who's going to Liquid Noise.
Yeah.
Let me know.
You should definitely go to Liquid Noise and try to get your band played in there.
Yeah, they're actually pretty cool.
They have a
cats.
full stage.
Oh, that's my birthday actually.
Is it?
Yeah, next Sunday.
Tell your wife to come. You guys can drive up together.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I don't think we have any plans because I said I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really cool guys at
Yeah,
the
very
Retro
nice
Lovely
guys.
Buy.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see
Wow,
the new place and see how it goes.
Where's that at?
Marysville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marysville, basically, like, they did, like, 2 or 3 beers at the Retro Lovely Ball. They had, like, a Gin and Tonga Goza, and they also had a lager that Tony was, like, having a stiffy.
Gin and tonic goes.
I literally had about 13 loggers. I
He's
drink a
like
lot.
going nutty, and it was really great. I'm like, hey, and that's why I was coming from a Hudson Valley release too. I'm like, hey,
Yep.
try these.
He went out to his car and snuck a bunch of beers into a place to give them to the guys.
Yeah, and they were like,
They were cool as fuck.
they were really cool. I
Oh,
really
we're giving it
liked
to the
those
people
guys.
that own the place. Like, no, it was a ball.
So like there was a retro
It's
lovely
kind of
ball.
like my breaking
Okay,
bread
okay,
or
okay,
cracking
okay.
bread.
Speaking of that, real quick, Michael Band just started his own podcast, and he interviewed my favorite model he's ever worked with. Her name's Josephine. She's awesome. Not only is an awesome person, but she's awesome to look at as well. Tattooed, she's gorgeous. But so if you check out, I don't know if it's going to be on every platform yet because he just put it on Podbean, so it takes a couple days for distribution. But it's on Podbean if you really want to check it out. It's called the Retro Lovely Podcast, and Michael is a fantastic photographer. He has his own magazine called the Retro Lovely magazine.
He does scantily clad women, and he also does a taboo.
Well, he
magazine.
does not even scantily clad. He does pinup models, and it's not PG, but it's not nudity either.
It's like
So
PG-13.
It's like old school World War II pinup style magazine, like art, but they're tattooed and curvy, and it could be an old There's no age requirement, there's no weight requirement, there's no you have to be 10 pounds. There's something for everybody. And then he does a taboo edition where they are topless, but it's not like, I don't want to say like Hustler where stuff's spread open and stuff. He does
very
have
classy.
He does have a fans only where he does a little more risque stuff that you can check out as well. But he does a little bit of, he has a range of everything. He's a super, super nice guy, and he's very talented at what he does. And he's out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And that's where we met Liquid Noise, was at his Retro Lovely ball. Ben, do you have anything to plug?
Do I have anything to plug? I pass.
Okay. Jason?
Nothing.
Nothing. Andrew?
I wrapped up vocals for our single for Hands Resist last weekend, so hopefully we'll be getting that out very soon. Then I am diving into the world of acoustic, whether it's going to be solo or someone. I don't care. I'm
Nice.
playing a bunch of songs. I learned a bunch of fucking Guns N' Roses songs the other
Did
day.
you?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I learned patience just so I could fucking do the whistle.
Did you watch the AEW?
No, honestly,
The new Inner Circle shirt is all the
Oh,
guys
I saw that
as
on
Guns N'
Jericho's.
Roses.
Yeah, I saw that on Jericho's Instagram. I'm so behind on all that shit just because I don't fucking watch TV and I just don't get a chance to get to it.
I watched AEW actually this Wednesday.
Yeah?
I watched the Jake and Snake segment. I
Jake
liked
the
that.
Snake Roberts came back and called
Oh, nice.
Or they called him Jake Roberts because they couldn't say the snake.
No, they said the snake.
Did they say
Yeah.
really?
Jake the Snake Roberts, yeah.
It's like, well, I heard JR's like Jake Roberts. I'm like,
Yeah.
why aren't you saying the snake? I'm like, maybe WWE. I'm like,
No, it said on the promo Jake the Snake.
Really?
On the,
Wow.
on the marquee bar.
You probably just
Wow.
call him like he
No,
doesn't
I-
always say Stone Cold Steve Austin. So
you know
Yeah.
how WWE is with their fucking trademarks. and
I think
shit.
by
That's
this
the only reason
now
why.
that Jake's fucking just owns that. That's
Yeah.
like his.
So if you
That's
guys
cool.
if you guys want to check out some content, I'm just kind of I'm trying to think of a week ahead. So you want to check out Not Cool in High School. We just did a topic on. We didn't just do it, but it's going to be just done. We're going to be doing a topic on Howard Stern, Tornado Tag Podcast. I'm not really sure what's going to be on that one, if we have a topic in mind, but check out that one. And then we will have the episode from Harris Family Brewing Company on there, as well as the episode from McNiff's where we tried some Irish beers and getting ready for St. Patty's Day. So go check out all the cool content. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that like button. Check out our links below and go buy some cool swag. If you do buy some swag and some merchandise, take a picture in it and we will post it on the page.
support us.
Oh yeah, go buy some shit.
Yeah, and if you don't want to buy anything, but you want to donate, there is a donation pad that goes straight to a PayPal account that we can go buy cool stuff to make our show better, or go buy like pins and merch so we can
Stuff
give
and
stuff
things.
away
Give
for
them out
free.
to people. Yeah.
Because I literally probably spend like $100 every 2 months on just pins to just hand away to people.
Here you go, guys.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much. The page is growing. We're getting really close to 1,200 people, which is awesome. So go and share it to your friends. If you know someone who drinks beers, let us know. And then the last thing is, if you're someone who frequents a lot of local establishments and you like craft beer, or you even like mixed drinks, or you like going to places and experiencing things, local music scene, anything, and you want to help our page and you help it grow and help us get content, hit me up. I'll make you an admin an editor to the page. So if you go to a bar and you're like, hey, this bar had these beers and I tried them out and this is my review, you have your own thing. And not only will I give you access to make stuff to the page, but you're allowed to make it your own thing. If you want to, on our Facebook page, make the Kathy experience where Kathy's at the bar and she goes and she makes a video. Cool. Yeah, and she makes a video saying, hey, I'm affiliated with Bangin Beers and my name is Kathy and this is my review of this beer. I'm giving you that access to do that.
Yeah, like contributors would be really cool. Like, you've got ideas, bring it out. We'll do it.
100%. I don't have a spot at the table for you. Maybe if we have an open seat, you can squeeze in with us. I'm not going to rule it out. Maybe I fire Ben one week, and then you can come and hang out with us. But for now, I just don't have any open spots, but you can definitely make it your own thing on the Facebook page.
And you could do like something gimmicky, like a Charlie's Angels, like our Bangin Beer Angels. It'd be like, hey, Bangin Beer guys.
Yeah, that's super sexist. Why do they gotta be? Why do they gotta be our? Yeah. No! Oh, it's muted. All right, guys.
We didn't have one tonight. We gotta hit it up.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a while. All right, here's some Faith in Exile. See you guys next time.
Fuck you, back.